Ladies and gentlemen, it's game time. Tonight, listen as your Columbia City Eagles take to the court.
Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another night of Columbia City basketball. Sean Bledsoe, Sam Bechtold courtside here at Columbia City High School for the last time this season to bring you this last junior varsity game between the Columbia City Eagles and the Concordia Cadets. And Sam, going into tonight, we have a electric and ready Columbia City squad. I mean, this is the end of their season. They've got one last tough opponent. I mean, Concordia plays in a tough conference with teams like Homestead and Northrop and Snyder and all those big Fort Wayne schools. So definitely expect some good physical basketball tonight. But for these guys, I know you talked to them this past week. You're friends with them. So what do you think that we can expect out of them tonight?
I think they're gonna end this I don't know what you call this season, 2021-2022 season.
Yeah.
They're trying to end this season, I think, all for the bang. I think that it's going to be fireworks from beyond the arc. And I heard that maybe Cam Hogue is going to get some varsity minutes tonight, too. I overheard that at lunch.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's that'll be interesting to see Cam Hogue on the varsity court. But either way, we have a rather good JV matchup. This is their last game of the year. Obviously, they don't have any sectional play. But when looking forward to sectional play, we do play Fort Wayne Southside next Tuesday night down at Huntington North. So be sure you make the trip down there, and if you can't, tune in to WJHS, and we will have that game. That'll be Andrew Thompson and Matt Curry down there. Teams are at their benches. Columbia City in the home whites with gold numbering and red trim, and then Concordia is in the all black jerseys with dark red numbering, and that's a gray trim. And we got about 20 seconds until Mike Hoppy here with starting lineups. And let's see, you're starting five. I see 4 on the bench as of right now for the Eagles.
We don't see a big for the Eagles on the bench.
Do not. Just see four guards. That's a bit interesting. Yeah, there we go. All righty. Your starters for the Concordia Cadets. Number 12, River Johnson. Number 14, Kaylin Williams-Thomas. Number 20, Max Adair. Number 20, is that 21? I don't have a 21 on here. Oh, no, yeah, we do. That is Ben Bentz, and then number 32, Noah Schlicker. And then your starters for your Columbia City Eagles. Number 3, Stratton Fuller. Number 14, Aiden Denning. Number 20, Tyler Crossan. Number 22, Cam Hogue. And number 30, Brady Hartman.
Yeah, we've seen throughout the entire year that Coach Philman started to give those big guys in the paint, and Crawford and Crossan, some more shared time. And we've seen Crossan really enjoy that spotlight, and he's played well. And I think that's why he's been getting the start as of late.
As teams break huddle here. And I'm assuming it will be Hogue to jump, as he has been able to jump through the roof the entire season. So it'll be Hogue to jump against. Can't quite get the number there. I believe that's a dare. Ball is at center court. We got 7 minutes on the clock. And it's up in the air, and it's tipped into the backcourt of Columbia City. Goes into Crossan's hands, and it's going to go over to Fuller. Fuller across the midcourt stripe for the first time tonight, down at the top of the key, flips it over right side to Denning. Left side now Hogue. Back out top of the key, Crossan, they feed it down low to Hartman. Hartman backing in, turnaround jumper in the paint. He short-armed it, rebound to Hogue. The putback no good. Ball goes out of his hands, and it goes into Concordia's. That's Johnson bringing it up the floor. Down the right side to the right part of the wing. Goes baseline down to the right block. He backs it out into the right corner. That is Adair. And they'll back it out high right to Thomas. Left side now, Bentz gets down to the top of the key, flips it into the right corner to Thomas. He'll load up a three from the right wing. Back iron, no good. Rebound to Concordia. That is Bentz coming out of the scrum. Flips it over left side to Johnson. Johnson dribbling around, feeds it down low to the box. That pass is deflected by Hogue, goes into Crossan's hands. Crossan to the left side of Hartman. He goes across the midcourt stripe down to the left elbow. Thought about the shot, didn't take it, flips it over to Fuller. Fuller now, top of the key over to Crossan. Right side now, Hogue into the right corner, Denning. Denning tries to feed it down low to Hogue. That's knocked away by Concordia, and it's going to be cadet ball.
Have to cut down on those turnovers we saw so much against that last contest.
So Thomas into the right corner to Bentz. Bentz up the wing now, top of the key, feeds it down low. That is Thomas backing in on the blocks. No, check that. That's a dare. Puts up a shot, no good. A rebound to Schlicker and the putback.
That was a tough defense there for Crossan, especially when he was off balance there a little bit, but just a good shot by the Cadets.
So Fuller down on the left wing, over to Hartman. He gets down low to the free throw line, kicks it over right wing. Denning for three. Front rim, no good. A rebound to Schlicker. He's going to get it over to Thomas. Thomas is going to push it up the left sideline. He's going to get down to the top of the key. Gets down left elbow. That ball is knocked away by Fuller. Fuller going to the other end of the floor. Shot fakes off the glass. That one doesn't get the lucky roll. Ball gets knocked around, goes into Concordia's hands. That is a dare coming out with it. Flips it over right side now to Thomas in the front court, and they're going to let the dust settle.
I don't like that take by Stratton Fuller. I wish he just would have used his momentum and take it straight to the rack.
A dare goes baseline, feeds it over left block to Schlicker, and another easy layup there.
You got Crossan off of a dare, and that was a mismatch. Denning is not supposed to play in the paint.
So Concordia on top, 4-zip here, 4:35 left in the first. Fuller in the front court, flips it over left side to Hartman. Hartman down low to the blocks to Crossan. Turnaround Jay, short arm that one. Rebound to Concordia. That's Schlicker. He's going to get it over to Thomas. Thomas into the front court now, down to the right part of the wing. Feeds it down low to a cutting Adair. That ball's knocked away from him. Goes straight into Concordia's possession. That's Johnson for three, off the mark. Rebound to Concordia. They throw it down low to the left block to Schlicker. Schlicker backing in, kicks it out. Tap the key, now Thomas. Thomas goes to his right side, down to the right elbow, backs out to the right part of the arc. Tries to throw a pass to the left side. It's deflected by Fuller. Goes into Concordia's backcourt, but they regain possession. Right corner now, Thomas. He gets down to the free throw line, spin move, turnaround jumper, and he gets it.
That was a good defensive stand there by the Eagles, but that was just a great take by Kalen Williams-Thomas.
Timeout, Coach Philman and the Eagles, as he'd like to talk some things over as they trail by 6 with 3:45 left in the first quarter.
Big thank you to ProFed Credit Union for sponsoring this broadcast. You can visit them online at profedcu.org, and they are responsible for 37,000 plus ATMs and 12 Northern Indiana branch locations. Please give us a like and a follow. You can follow us on WJHS 915 on Instagram or Facebook pages, and your support for the station is highly valued. Please email allcapitalradio@wjhs915.org.
Sean Bledsoe, Sam Bechtold courtside here at Columbia City High School, bringing you this last junior varsity game of the season. And we have 3:45 left in the first. Columbia City trailing 6-0 to the Concordia Cadets as Fuller comes across the midcourt stripe, and we see that Kobe Crawford is checked into the game. Eagles into the left corner, that's Denning. Back up the wing, Hartman. Hartman setting up this play, throws it over right side to the key. Back over right side to Johnson. Drives and throws an errant pass. It gets deflected by the Eagles, and it'll remain cadet ball.
We've seen on these last two possessions that the Cadets have had under the Eagles basket under their own, and the Eagles have been playing some pretty solid defense here.
So Thomas quickly into a dare in the paint, and they're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Kobe Crawford, his first, team's first. So Cadets to inbound if they get it into the right corner. That's Thomas. He'll dribble up the wing, flip it out top of the key to Bence. Back over right side Thomas. He goes baseline, puts it off the glass, and gets the lucky roll.
When he went for that layup, he got his right hand almost to the top right corner of the box there.
So Fuller across the midcourt stripe. Eagles trailing by 6. Hands it over to Hartman. Hartman down to the free throw line. Kicks it over right wing to Denning. Back out top of the key Crawford. They swing it into the left corner to Fuller. Fuller goes baseline down to the blocks. Throws it into the right corner. That ball is deflected out of bounds by the Cadets. It'll remain Eagle ball.
I think since Hartman's going to be inbound this, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to kick it back to him.
So they get it in the hook, back into the right corner. Hartman quickly for a three-pointer. Back iron, no good. Rebound to Fuller. That kicks it into the left corner to Denning. And Denning's going to be fouled. And it's going to be on Johnson.
Not going to say I called it, Sean, but that's something that we've seen. That's an inbound that always works because you don't really expect the inbounder to get the kickback from the inboundee.
So Fuller to inbound it just on the left part of the basket. Gets in a Hogue. Back into the left corner. Fuller thought about the three. Didn't take it. They throw it up the wing to Hogue. Hogue's been moving the paint. That's stripped away from him by Thomas. Thomas saves it. Goes into Concordia's hands all the way down to the blocks. That is Johnson, and he gets the basket and the Eagle foul.
That was a little tic-tac foul there, but I think they're giving him the benefit of the doubt since the defender was up in there with the shot.
So it'll be Johnson at the free throw line as Hartman picks up his first, team second. And
it's been a colder offensive night than it was at Northridge.
Yeah, very cold. So Johnson at the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play as Concordia leads 10-2 with the minute 57 left in the first. As he sets, fires, and he makes it. So 9-point lead here for the Cadets. Fuller in the backcourt. Easily gets across the half-court stripe. Down to the top of the key. It's going to be double team. Flips it over left side. Denning. Denning will load up the three. Back iron, no good. Rebound to Crawford. No, that ball gets knocked away from him. Body's hitting the floor, and Concordia comes out with it. And it's going to be Thomas in the backcourt. He's going to get across the midcourt stripe. Let the dust settle. Gets down to the left part of the wing. Goes down to the top of the key. Free throw line. Feeds it down low to a cutting Schlicker, and he's fouled.
So far, they've been picking on Hartman, especially when he gets under the basket.
So that is Crawford with the foul, as that is his second, team's third. So Schlicker at the free throw line for the Cadets. Misses the first one. Schlicker's second free throw here. Sets, fires, back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Denning. He flips it over to Fuller. Fuller quickly into the front court, down to the left wing, throws it in the left corner. Hogue for three. That one doesn't go in. Ball gets battered around. It goes into Hartman's hands. Hartman being double teamed here, and they're going to call a jump ball. And it's going to remain Eagle ball.
Great way for Hogue to follow a shot there. And I don't think if he would have went after that ball, I think that would have been Cadets' ball, as I think Crawford was out of position there.
So Fuller to inbound it just under the basket. He gets it into Crawford, back into the right corner to Fuller, up the wing to Hartman. Hartman penetrates, kicks it out, right corner, Fuller for three. That one's short. Rebound to Thomas. Thomas coming into the front court, top of the key. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Flips it over left side to Bence. Bence dribbling around, top of the key now, flips it over right side to Thomas. Thomas down to the free throw line. Flips it over to Bence. Bence down into the paint, puts up a shot, no good. Ball gets knocked around, and it's going to be out on Concordia. It'll be Eagle ball.
Something that the Cadets are doing is getting the Eagles a little off balance on defense, using great ball movement, and that's always going to create points, and you've seen that on the scoreboard.
So Stratton Fuller into the front court, 40 seconds left as Columbia City trails 2-11 in this JV game. Goes down to the right side, flips it over to the left side. Now Hartman kicks it into the left corner. Denning. Denning jab step, goes baseline. The ball gets knocked away from him. Goes into the Eagles' hands though. Hartman now top of the key. Hogue right wing for three. That one doesn't go in. Rebound goes to Schlicker. He's going to throw it up the floor to Johnson. Johnson across the midcourt stripe all the way into the paint. Puts it off the glass. Doesn't go in. And they're going to say that that ball was knocked out by the Cadets, and it'll be Eagle ball.
I believe that the Eagles right now are 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 from beyond the arc right now, even in the first quarter.
So Fuller, with 10 seconds left, gets across the midcourt stripe. Tap the key, 7 seconds left. Gets a screen from Crawford, goes down to his right side. Right corner now, Hug, 3 seconds. Flips it over left side, Denning for 3. That shot's blocked. And at the end of the first quarter, Concordia leads 11-2 over the Columbia City Eagles in this junior varsity game.
WJHS play-by-play is brought to you by Morse's Builders Mart, located at 516 East Van Buren Street in Columbia City, with locations in Huntington, Wabash, Warsaw, Goshen. Online at morsesbuildersmart.com, serving North Houston, Indiana since 1871. And this broadcast is also brought to you by Bart's Car Store, selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bart's Car Store offers test drives, cash for trade-ins, and financing options. Bart's Car Store, serving Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne.
Sean Bledsoe, Sam Bechtel courtside here at Columbia City High School, bring you the last junior varsity game of the season against the Concordia Cadets. And at the end of the first quarter, Columbia City trails 2-11. And Sam, it has been a very cold night for the Eagles to start. Not making anything beyond the arc, not getting any offensive rebounds. It's been all Concordia here.
That's right, Sean. And you look at the scoreboard and you see more fouls for your team that you're rooting for than points. That's something that that makes you uneasy as a fan.
So Coach Philman giving his guys a pep talk. 5 Eagles that will be on the floor to start the quarter will be Fuller, Ash, Crawford, Denning, and Hogue.
You go to the other side of the ledger, but I mean, Thomas for the Cadets, he's been all over the floor.
Yeah, he has. Same thing with Johnson. They have been kind of the two souls of this offense so far. So it'll be Cadet ball to start the second quarter. It's going to be Thomas in the backcourt, gets across the midcourt stripe, flips it over to the left corner. Now Johnson, he drives baseline before he's backed off the play. He'll throw it up the wing to the top of the key, Thomas. Thomas down to the right elbow, all the way down to the right block, and a little hook shot, that goes in.
Like we said at halftime break, he's been the heart and soul.
So Fuller now left wing into the left corner. Ash for 3. Front rim no good, and they're going to call a foul there. And Ash will head to the free throw line to shoot 3 free throws.
He got clobbered on that shot, too.
I believe that's the first time that we've had someone get fouled on a three-pointer the entire season, Sam.
It might
I don't think we've had that call. So Ash will be at the free throw line here to cut into the Concordia lead. His first free throw rattles around, doesn't go in. And Ash's second free throw here. Oh no, they're going to call that. They're going to say that that was a long two.
On the line.
Okay. So Ash. Okay, no, yeah. I was going to say, I thought that was a three-pointer. So Ashford's third free throw here. Sets, fires, and he makes it. And they're going to call that one off. They're going to call a lane violation on the Eagles. So Columbia City trailing by 10, 6:36 left here in the first half. The Cadets in the backcourt, they quickly get it into the front court. That is Bentz right down central, misses the layup. Rebound goes to the Eagles. They flip it up to Fuller. Fuller down to the left part of the arc. Feeds it down low to Crawford. Crawford backing in. He's being double teamed, and they're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to be Cadet ball.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Crawford or Hartman come back in, or Zach Bile come in pretty soon here, because this is getting out of hand inside.
Wait, no, they're going to say that remains Eagle ball. Okay. So Fuller gets it into Crawford. Crawford's going to get clobbered, and yeah, another jump ball. So now it's Cadet ball. So Schlucker in the backcourt, flips it over left side, Thomas. Thomas throws it over right side to Bentz in the front court. Throws it down to a cutting Schlucker in the paint, puts it off the glass, doesn't go in. Rebound to Ash, he gives it up to Fuller. Fuller across the timeline with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. They get it into the right corner to Denning. Denning up the wing now to the right elbow. Step back, thought about the shot. Step through all the way down to Crawford. Puts up a shot. That gets the lucky roll.
Great move by Denning there. The shot fake and the dish inside to Crawford for the easy 2.
As the Eagles are applying their 1-2-2 full court press. Thomas gets it into the front court, into the right corner now to Adair. They feed it down low to Schlicker. Schlicker over to the left wing. That's Bentz for three, and he missed it. They're going to call a Concordia foul. It's going to be on Schlicker.
The Eagles here are going to have to make the most out of these possessions that they have before half, and they got a lot of time to work with just under 5:30.
So Nix has checked into the game for the Cadets. And into the game for the Eagles, it's Zach Bile. So Fuller into the front court, flips it into the right corner to Ash. He goes up the wing, down to the top of the key, feeds it down low to Hogue. Hogue loses the handle in the right corner, wide open three, and nothing but nets.
Normally when you double take or on a three-point attempt, you almost have to make those.
So Columbia City only trailing by 5 now. And Fuller picks up a foul in the backcourt. So that is Fuller's first, team's fourth. So Thomas in the backcourt, going to easily cross the midcourt stripe, dribbling on the Columbia City logo, goes down to his right side, throws it over to his left side, that's Bent. Feed it down low to the free throw line, that's Johnson. Johnson to a cutting Adair on the blocks, and he misses that. Rebound of the Eagles. Denning sprinting up the floor. Tap the key, right elbow, all the way right down into the paint. He misses that, as Coach Philman wanted a foul. And
the Eagles possession off the jump ball.
Jump ball, okay. I was gonna say the official down here to our right didn't give us the signal. It was probably Jamie Wagner over here. So 4:39 left in the second. Sam Eberly checks into the game for the Eagles. Just on the right part of the basket. And he's gonna throw it out high right to Ash. Ash throws it down to his right side to Hug. Back up the wing now, Ash. Left side now, Denning. Denning back over to Ash. Top of the key into the right corner now, Eberly. Eberly feeds it down low to Denning. Denning backing into the paint. Turnaround jumper. It doesn't get the roll. Rebound to the Cadets. It's going to be Thomas pushing it up. Down the right sideline. It's going to be picked up by Eberly. Gets down the right part of the wing. Down to the free throw line. Flips it over to Johnson. Johnson down to the free throw line. And backs it out high right now to Thomas. Thomas down to the left elbow. Feeds it over to Nix in the left corner. And he backs it over to Johnson. Johnson dribbling up the wing, and Eberly gets on that as Johnson lost the handle. And they're going to call a jump ball.
I'm surprised the refs didn't call a travel there, because I think he still had possession when he tried to recover the ball with his pivot foot.
So it'll be Cadet ball here with 3:57 left in the second. Columbia City trailing 8-13. So Thomas gets it into the right corner to Johnson. Johnson goes baseline down to the blocks, puts it off the glass and scores.
Using his body to his advantage there, goes up and almost boxes out mid-shot Cam Hoke, so he can't contest the shot.
So the Eagles into the front court, Ash down to the right wing, flips it out top the key to Bile into the right corner, back to Ash. Ash is going to dribble up the wing, and he throws it out top the key to Denning. Denning down to the left elbow, all the way down to the left block. That ball's knocked away from him. He regains possession, throws it over to Hogue in the left corner, and they throw it up the wing to Eberly. Eberly dribbling out of that. And I'll throw it out top the key, flip it over right side now. Ash goes straight through the double team down to the paint and misses the layup. Rebound to the Cadets. That's Johnson. And Johnson will give it up to Thomas. So Thomas dribbling around top of the key, gets down to the free throw line, spin move in the paint, turnaround Jay and gets it.
Now that was quite the move from Thomas there. Takes his defender all the way to the elbow and then spins out.
So Denning into the front court, 2:55 left here. Eagles trailing by 9. Gives it over to Bile, top the key, into the left corner now, Ash. Ash tries to throw it down to Bile. It's deflected straight back at him. Throws it back down to Bile. Mid-range jumper doesn't go in. Ball hits the floor as well as bodies, and they're going to call a jump ball. And we'll see Caden Kaufman check into the game for the Eagles.
We might have as many total jump balls as the Eagles have points right now.
Yeah, it's in that ballpark. So Eberly to inbound it. 2:39 left in the second. And he'll get it out to Denning on the right wing. Denning top of the key over to Bile. Back over to Denning on the right part of the arc. He goes into the paint, feeds it over to Hogue, and that was a bad pass. Goes straight into Concordia's possession. That's Schlicker backing in, basket, and the Eagle foul.
That's going to happen sometimes, especially when you have this short lineup on the court. I mean, on the bench you have Ash, Crawford, Crossan, and Hartman. I mean, those are some of your 4 biggest guys.
Yeah. So Concordia has a 19-8 lead, and Schlucker's at the free throw line to potentially increase that with 2:25 left in the second. And he sets fire, short arm that one. Rebound goes to Nix. He tries to throw it out to one of his fellow cadets, but it goes into Columbia City's hands. Eberly into the front court here. Dribbling around high right, flips it over left side to Hogue. Into the left corner now, Fuller. Fuller in the left corner, dribbles out of it. And they rotate it around to the right side of Kaufman. Kaufman feeds it over to Bile. Back up the wing to Kaufman. Top the key now, Fuller. Fuller down to the free throw line. He falls down. Throws it into the right corner to Kaufman. Kaufman goes baseline, puts up a shot. He's short. Rebound to Thomas. Thomas flips it over to Schlucker, and Schlucker wasn't expecting the pass. Turnover, Cadets.
That's when if I was a cadet, I'd slow down there. But if I'm an Eagles defender right now, I know who if Schlucker has the ball down low, and I know he's going to get two, I'm fouling him because he's been very cold from the line.
So minute 49 left here in the second, as Concordia leads 19-8 in this JV contest. Eagles have the ball. It's going to be Eberly bringing it up the floor. It's down to high right, feeds it into the right corner to Kaufman. Back up the wing, top the key, Eberly into the left corner now, Fuller. Fuller dribbling up the left wing, dishes it out, top the key to Eberly. Eberly throws an errant pass, goes straight into Thomas's hands. Thomas all the way down into the paint, puts up a shot, and that doesn't go in, but forces an Eagle foul. And that's going to be on Eberly.
You'd think after that Northridge Raiders game that we'd clean up the guard play and these errant passes, but we just haven't seen that tonight.
So Eberly's first, team sixth. As Thomas is at the free throw line, and he sets fires and makes the first one. And we'll see Ash check into the game as well as Aiden Denning. So Thomas at the free throw line again. He sets fires, and that one doesn't go in. Rebound goes to Crossan for the Eagles. They flip it up the floor to Ash. Back over to Crossan, top the key. Now over to Hogue. Hogue to the right elbow. Jump stop in the paint off the glass and scores. Basket counts and a Concordia foul.
And Hogue loves that move, and because he knows how to work it and he knows how to perfect it, and it always works for him because he either always A, draws the foul because he uses that jump to gain so much speed momentum that his defender can't match while running, and B, once he's up in the air, that's always plausible for fouls.
So Hogue for the old-fashioned three-point play. That one doesn't rattle home. Rebound goes to Ash, back out left wing. Denning for three. Man, he buries it.
That was a little teardrop three-point shot there.
So Columbia City all of a sudden has cut the deficit to 7 with a minute 5 left in the second. And that pass is stolen by Fuller in the backcourt to the glass and scores.
That's exactly what they need right before half. Get some momentum.
Eagles bringing this full court pressure. Bartkowiak in the backcourt for the Cadets, and they nearly travel. And they're going to call a timeout, the Cadets will. With 48 seconds left in the second, Columbia City only trailing by 5 now, 15-20.
Tonight's microphones are from the support of Flowtech Heating and Plumbing, serving locally for now 30-plus years. More information is available at flowtechpnh.com and WJHS. And this sports broadcast is brought to you by Culligan Water for home or business. Culligan offers sales and water softener rentals. Water coolers, water testing, and bottled water delivery are also available at Culligan. Culligan Water, online at culligancolumbiacity.com.
Sean Bledsoe, Sam Bechtel courtside here at Columbia City High School. Huge thank you to Mr. Glaza and Courtney back at the station for getting us on the air and keeping us on the air. As teams break huddle from this Concordia timeout, as the Eagles have quickly cut the deficit down to 5, as they were trailing by 11 at one point here in the late second quarter. So it'll be Schlucker to inbound it. He gets it into the backcourt to Bartkowiak. Gets across the timeline, dribbles around high left, and flips it over to Eggold. Into the right corner now, and they're going to pick up a foul. I believe that one's going to be on Hogue. So that'll be Hogue's first, team 7th. And they'll have a one-on-one opportunity here with 35 seconds left in the half. And they make the first one.
The Cadets are a pretty well-shooting free throw team. Just kidding.
No, they're gonna say that they called a lane violation there. So Fuller in the backcourt, trailing by 5, gets across the midcourt stripe, flips it over to Denning. Denning, high right, flips it over, high left to Hogue, down low to the blocks. Now Ash for 3, that one's long. Rebound to the Cadets, and it's gonna be Johnson bringing it up the floor. It gets down, that ball is knocked away by Hogue. And they're gonna call a foul on Hogue.
That's when maybe you could have gotten in position to take a charge there, but that's asking a lot to not get called for the block because you have to slide almost to get under.
So Johnson at the free throw line. And he sets, fires, and makes the first one. And we'll see Sam Eberle check into the game for Ash. And Johnson will have his second free throw attempt here for the Cadets. And he makes it. So Concordia leading by 7, 18 seconds left. It's going to be Denning to bring it up for the floor, bringing up the floor for the Eagles.
The Eagles are 100% waiting for the last shot here.
So 10 seconds, Denning, high left, gets a screen from Crossan, gets down left elbow, tries to throw it into the left corner to Hogue. That's deflected by the Cadets, straight out of bounds. It'll be Eagle ball.
This is fine for the Eagles. 3.8 seconds left. Definitely enough time to run a play you're confident in to get a shot off.
So Denning to inbound it. 3.8 seconds left. To just poor offensive play by the Eagles, just not making shots and then just not getting rebounds.
You're not getting rebounds on the offensive side, but also on the defensive side. I think you're just letting up too many easy buckets for Kalen Williams-Thomas. I mean, you have to maybe think about putting 2 guys on him at this point because his ability to shoot from all across the field and then to take it from the top of the key, take you all the way down to the block and force a foul is something that we saw reflected on the Eagles' foul count as the Concordia Cadets were in the bonus as of late.
I think Concordia, I mean, like you said, a majority of that offensive foray was done by Williams-Thomas. I mean, you can credit part of it to Schlucker. He's been fighting down hard in the paint, and he hasn't really had any trouble backing in as Hogue and Crossan and Crawford are just kind of pretty much all let him. He's just kind of muscled his way all the way down there for a majority of the night so far.
I have a few lineup concerns. I'm wondering if Hartman will get any more playing time because we saw that happen in the Northridge game, and I think that's the game the JV Eagles could have won if he would have played maybe 3 quarters, but he definitely got some varsity minutes there, and maybe they're conserving him for this matchup because they think they need him.
Quite potentially, but it's also because of the fact that I don't think we have Elias Spellman tonight. He's apparently he's out due to illness, so no Spellman in the lineup. So that's going to mean that they'll rely on some of the JV players to come in, as well as Clayton Scott, to take in those Spellman minutes that we usually see. And that's definitely a cause for concern as we are getting close to sectional time next week, and the Eagles take on the Southside Archers in the first round. It'll be game 2 on Tuesday night. I believe that's a 7:30 start. And it's going to be Homestead and Huntington North in the first game at the top half of the bracket. I mean, we can definitely say that we had a favorable draw. I mean, you have your tough matchup with Southside just because of the fact that they do play in the tough Fort Wayne Conference with with Homestead and Northrop and Snyder and these guys with Concordia Lutheran. So I definitely expect to have a good battle there with Southside. And if we win that game, we will move on to play Fort Wayne, the team that knocked us out of the tournament last year. But, I mean, Eagles picked up a win against Wayne at Grace earlier this season. So definitely the Eagles will be, if they beat Southside, they'll definitely be looking for a revenge game against the Wayne Generals. As it did leave some bitter taste in some of these Eagles' mouths, as we did have a 14-point lead heading into the fourth quarter there last year, and we just could not handle whatever sort of pressure it was or nerves or whatever it may have been. Just weren't able to close out that game. But these guys are hungry, definitely looking for a sectional championship. And for our 4 seniors with Mason Baker, Seth Mills, Elias Spellman, and Alex Hedrick, playing for a sectional title in your senior year is probably the best thing that they could be wishing for right about now, Sam.
A quick box score update for the JV lineup. Stratton Fuller with 2 points and a foul. Sam Ash with just a free throw. Snyder with 2 fouls on the ledger. Aiden Denning with 3 off of 1 3-pointer. Cam Mahogue with 5 off of 2 and a 3 with 1 foul. Kobe Crawford with 2 in the paint and 1 foul. And Braden Hartman with 2 and 2 fouls.
And we'll talk to you about some other Columbia City sports real quick, as boys swimming wrapped up their season at sectionals on Monday. If I can find those results. And, oh, hold on. Don't forget that the varsity game will be brought to you by Andrew Thompson at approximately 7:30. That'll be the varsity teams. It'll be their last game of the season, obviously, as well. Our last game of the season here. And let's see. Swim sectional results from Monday night in the 200 medley relay. The team of Varga, Young, Hunter, and Thatcher finished 3rd with a time of minute 46. In the 200 freestyle, Jackson Shipman finished at a time of 2:02. Ian Harold with 2:03. Zach Young with 2:02. And then he also had Drake Hatcher finish 8th with 2:20, and Sammy Varga finished 5th with 2:10. In the 50 free, Caden Bergman finished 4th with 23.7 seconds. In the 100 fly, Jason Hunter finished 4th with 56.52 seconds. Sammy Varga finishing 8th at a minute 3. In the 500 freestyle, Jackson Shipman finished 7th, swimming at a pace of 5:38. Ian Harold finished 8th at 5:46. In the 200 free relay, team finished in 5th, a minute 37. And then in the 100 backstroke, Ethan Crutchfield finished at minute 11. In the 100 breaststroke, Caden Bergman, minute 12. Zach Young finished 8th at a minute 9. Jason Hunter finished 4th at a minute 6. In the 400 free relay, the team finished 4th at 3:38. And then overall, as a team, the boys finished 3rd in the sectional. So congratulations to all the swimmers on a good season. We had college signings 2 days ago. We had Parker Baker signed a run at Wittenberg for the Tigers. You had Austin Hall signing to run cross country and track at PFW. Ian Harold signed to run cross country and track at Grace. And then Savannah Reed signed to play volleyball at Northwestern Ohio. So congratulations to all those Eagle athletes as they are moving on to play at the next level. And talking about some of those runners, I mean, you have Austin Hall going to join the pretty much Columbia City lineup at PFW with the Mills brothers, and that's just, I mean, you're going to look at that lineup and it's going to be all Columbia City.
Yeah,
so
that PFW roster is just, I think if you run at Columbia City and run cross country, you're almost straight funnel into PFW.
Yeah,
now.
from what it seems like, yeah. And then he had Ian Harold going to run NAIA at Grace. as he improved his last couple of seasons here at Columbia City. As he was deciding between swimming and cross country, and he decided to really focus on cross country. And congratulations to him as he found a place to compete at the next level. That'll be, and then he also had Parker Baker going to, I believe he's going to be running track at Wittenberg, not cross country. So just track, and he runs hurdles for us in the spring for the Columbia City track team. And then Savannah Reed going to be a setter at Northwestern Ohio, as she was the star setter for the Eagles over the past 4 years for that Lady Eagle volleyball team.
Which you know a little bit about the Lady Eagle volleyball
Yeah,
team,
I do.
John.
Yeah, and she's a really good setter. She's very talented. So huge congratulations to Savannah. She's going on to play at the next level. But we have both JV teams back on the floor, warming up for this second half, and Sam looking forward to it. Eagles trail by 7 in order to gain the lead. I believe the first 3 of the night, because I don't think that we've had the lead the entire night. So to gain their first lead of the night and then win this game, what do they need to do?
They need to take their foot off the gas from the 3-point line and try to attack inside and use your guards to really slash inside and create some buckets and maybe some fouls for the Cadets. And I don't think did we make a 3-pointer? I think we did.
made one.
Yeah. But our percentage was
not the best.
Below 20, 100%. But you have to be able to attack inside and force this Concordia defense to keep honest on the in the paint.
But then also you have to kind of somehow force Williams Thomas to either A, miss shots, or B, not make him have the ball for the most part, because he's just been able to tear apart our defense for the most part, whether it's been around the perimeter or inside in the paint. He's been able to draw fouls. He's been able to make buckets, and he's smooth with it too. I mean, we've seen kind of his moves. He's been able to have a couple of nice moves in the paint, turnaround jumpers. He's been able to have a couple of those fall, so we'll definitely have to defend him better in this second half. As the boys in stripes retake their position on the court.
Like you were saying, that turnaround jumper from, I think it was the right elbow under their own basket. That was a piece of art.
Yeah, it was. It was very smooth. 5 Eagles on the floor to start the second half. It will be Eberly, Hartman, Denning, Fuller, and Crossan, and it'll be Cadet ball to start the second half.
I think we're going to see a conservation of Hogue here probably, and that of also Hartman, as this is going to be a tough varsity matchup.
So it'll be Thomas to come across the midcourt stripe for the Cadets. He flips it into the right corner to Adair. They feed it down low to Schlicker, and he gets an easy bucket.
When you have Crawford guarding Thomas, that's definitely a size match that you want, but you give up that height inside.
So Fuller into the front court, down to the right part of the arc. Flips it over top the key to Eberly. Eberly into the left corner now, Denning. Denning dribbles up the arc. And he flips it over top the key now to Crossan. Over to Hartman. Hartman will load it up from downtown off the mark. Rebound to Crossan. Crossan down to the right block. Puts up a shot and he's fouled. And he'll be heading to the free throw line.
So we need to do more of, if you're an Eagles fan, to have to be able to attack inside, like we said before the second half kicked off.
So Crossan at the free throw line with 2 shots, with 6:23 left in the third. Makes the first one. And Crossan's second free throw here. And he makes it. So lead for Concordia is back down to 7. Eagles bringing this full court pressure.
This always works for him. Forces errant passes.
So Thomas into the front court to Adair. Adair goes baseline before he's backed off the play by Eberly. Kicks it out high right to Thomas. And it's going to be a foul there on Aiden Denning. Team's first of the half. So Concordia will still have the ball. It'll be Adair to inbound it.
The problem with that 1-2-2 that they normally run is the later it gets in the game, the less and less the Eagles want to get back.
So Johnson on the left wing goes baseline, puts it off the glass and scores. 9-point lead here for the Cadets. Eberly bringing up a 4 for the Eagles. Down the left sideline, flips it over top the key to Crossan into the right corner now, Denning. Denning back out top the key to Everly. Left side now, Fuller. Fuller dishes it into the left corner to Hartman. He goes baseline around his man, puts it off the glass, scores, basket counts. And the Concordia foul.
Great job taking it down the baseline, hitting the block, and then elevating and using that hang time to create contact by Hartman.
So Johnson picks up the foul for the Cadets. Hartman at the free throw line, short arms that rebound of the Cadets. It's going to be Johnson. He's going to throw it over to the right side to Thomas. Thomas is going to be pressured by Denning. And Denning's going to knock that one out of bounds. It'll remain Cadet ball.
Great reflexes there by Coach Schoen for the Eagles. Went right into his gut at the loose ball.
So Adair throws it over far side to Bentz. Bentz into the front court. He's going to be double teamed here. He loses the handle, goes into Crossan's hands, flips, and it gets it over to Eberly. Eberly throws an errant pass. Goes straight into Bentz's hands and to Johnson. Johnson jumps out in the paint off the glass and scores.
Great IQ there by Eberly to stay straight up and down on the block, especially as a smaller guard.
So Denning on the other end of the floor, kicks it over to Hartman. Hartman putting a move on his man, kicks it out top the key to Crossan. Crossan right down to the right elbow, gets that ball knocked away from him, regains possession, gets down to the right block, he's backing in. That ball gets knocked away from him by Schlicker. Goes into Concordia's hands, that's Thomas. Thomas into the front court, down to the right part of the arc. It's going to be picked up by Hartman, spin move in the paint, dishes it over to a cutting Schlicker, and he scores.
That's what we're talking about during the halftime break. Thomas just brings that smoothness and that passing vision that's really hard to coach.
Correction, that basket was a dare. But either way, Concordia leads by 11. Denning high right, throws it down low to a cutting Crossan on the baseline, and he's fouled. He'll be heading to the free throw line.
We're definitely seeing this Eagles offense, attacking the inside to something that they didn't do the entire first half, as they seem to just be chucking up any open shot from beyond the arc, and nothing was falling.
So Schlicker picks up the foul for the Cadets. And Crossan makes the first free throw. And his second free throw, they're waiting on someone to get down to the block. Here we go. So Crossan has the ball at the charity stripe, and he sets, fires, and that one gets the lucky roll. So Crossan keeping the Eagles in the game here in the mid-third quarter. Cadets get it into the front court. That is Adair. Adair gets that ball knocked away from him and bodies at the floor, and they're going to call a jump ball.
That's Eagles possession then.
So 4:20 left in the third. Columbia City trailing by 9 now. Eberly to inbound it for the Eagles. He's going to get it in to Denning. Denning's going to trot across the midcourt stripe. High right, feeds it into the right corner to Eberly. That ball gets knocked away from him, goes into Crossan's hands. Cross-court pass, Denning left corner for 3. And he doesn't get the lucky roll there. Hartman tries to save it, but he stepped on the line.
Denning's had back-to-back off shooting nights. He had one at Northridge, and he's having one now here in his last JV home game for the season.
So Thomas in the backcourt throws it up to Johnson. Johnson across the midcourt stripe. Over to Bentz, back over to Johnson. He drives baseline, feeds it over to Adair. Or no, check that, Schlicker on the blocks. And he's going to be fouled on his way up. And that foul is going to be on Crossan. And we'll see Schlicker make another trip back to the cherry stripe.
And this is the guy who would foul for the Cadets.
And he gets the lucky roll off the back iron. As Crawford's going to check into the game for the Eagles, he comes in for Crossan. So Schlicker's second free throw, he makes it to give Concordia an 11-point lead again. So Fuller will come into the front court with 3:47 left in the third. Gets it to Crawford on the left elbow, and then Crawford tries to throw a pass to Eberly. That's deflected straight out of bounds by Thomas. It'll remain Eagle ball.
I think the Eagles really have to get Denning some confidence back in that stroke.
So Fuller to inbound. He gets it into Eberly on the left part of the wing. Eberly dribbling around here, high left, flips it over right side to Hartman into the right corner now, Denning. Denning up the wing, throws it into the right corner now to Hartman. Hartman goes around his man, goes down to the blocks, puts up a shot, and he makes it. As he lost the handle there for a moment, but he regained possession.
He never gave up on that ball, and that allowed him to get that easy 2.
So Bentz into the front court for the Cadets. Cross court pass to the right wing to Adair. Adair backs it out to the Columbia City logo to Thomas. Right wing now Johnson. Johnson being pestered by Eberly. And that ball gets knocked away from him, goes back into Johnson's hands, and now he's going to be double teamed in the right corner. They feed it down low to Schlicker, and they're going to call a foul on Columbia City. It's going to be on the floor.
Scrappy defense, though, by Sam Eberly, all over the ball there.
And let's see, it's going to be Thomas to inbound it for the Cadets. Just on the left part of the basket, he's going to heave it out high left, and they feed it back down low to Schlicker. Schlicker backing in, gets the lucky roll off the rim.
That's something that's not a lot about this Cadets offense, but it's true, Sean.
So Concordia's lead back to 11, 2:45 left in the third. Crawford top of the key here for the Eagles, flips it over right side to Fuller. Fuller gets a screen from the aforementioned Crawford, gets down to top of the key, hands it over to Hartman on the left wing. Back over to Crawford, top of the key. Right wing now Denning. Jab steps, fakes a three, gets down the right elbow, step through, underhand shot, and he gets it.
Gets the jelly roll to fall, and what I mean by that is great touch on that almost mid-range jumper shot type layup.
So Thomas gets it over to Schlicker in the backcourt. They get it into the front court to Bentz. Bentz all the way down to the block to Adair. They try to feed it over to Johnson, and that is an errant pass. So turnover Cadets, Eagle ball.
These miscues that Concordia just keeps having on the offensive side, the Eagles have to capitalize on these, or else they're never going to dig themselves out of this nine-point hole.
So Fuller into the front court, down to the left side, kicks it over to Eberly. Eberly holding on the left part of the arc. Gets a screen from Crawford. Down low to Crawford now on the blocks, puts up a shot, and he short-armed it. Rebound to Schlicker. He's going to get it over to Williams Thomas. Get across the midcourt stripe, down to the right wing. Dribbling around, feeds it down low to Adair. Adair backing in, turn around Jay off the glass and gets it. So Eagles in the backcourt. It's going to be Fuller. Into the front court now, Denning on the right wing. Denning tries to go baseline. Johnson backs him off it. Throws it down low to Crawford. Crawford can't get the roll off the glass. And they're going to call an Eagle foul. That's going to be on Crawford. And I believe that's going to be Crawford's third.
And it will be.
And we'll see Falkenstern check into the game for the Cadets. So Eagles going to bring the full court pressure here. It's going to be Thomas in the backcourt. Flips it over right side now to Bentz. Into the front court now Adair. Adair being double teamed. Backs it out high right to Bentz. Bentz will hand it over to Thomas, standing on the Columbia City logo. He goes down to his right side to the right wing. Puts a move on his man. Gets down to the left elbow. Elevates, fires, no good. Rebounded Denning. Denning pushing it up the floor. Gets down to the right part of the arc. Kicks it over to Hartman. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Throws a cross-court pass to Eberly. Eberly down to the left elbow into the left corner. Now Denning will load up a three. Rattles around, doesn't go in. Rebound there to Schlicker for the Cadets. He's going to get over to Thomas. Thomas into the front court now. Holding on the left wing. Dribbling around the left part of the arc. He's being guarded by Crawford. Goes right down central. Puts it up. Doesn't go in. Rebound to Crawford for the Eagles. He's going to get it up to Denning. Denning down the right sideline to the right part of the arc. Down to the free throw line. Left corner now. Eberly for three. That one rattles around. Doesn't go in. Ball gets knocked around, and it's going to go into Concordia's possession. That's Falkenstern. He's going to get it up to Thomas.
The Cadets are going to hold for one here.
So Thomas with 10 seconds left. Dribbling around high right. Flips it over left side now. Falkenstern will load it up from deep. That's off the mark. Denning gets the rebound into the front court, top of the key, loads up a three off the glass, doesn't go in.
It's going to be one of those nights, I think, where Aiden Denning might lose sleep tonight.
So at the end of three, Columbia City trails 25-36 to the Cadets.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the family of Sweetheimer Trash Removal and Roll-Off Services. Services include residential pickup, commercial roll-off containers, cleanup, and bulk items can be picked up as well. Since 1986, Sweetheimer Trash Removal and Roll-Off Services. I'll take this moment to thank the loyal listeners just before this fourth quarter gets underway for sticking with Sean and I for this whole year. Even if you've listened to us the full season or just tuned in for the last few games or caught us before.
last game of the season for Sam and I. Last game ever here for me, for WJHS.
We will miss you, Sean. I will have to find somebody, find somebody else to do the games with next year. Unless I want to go to Wabash and stream it from Wabash.
That's going to be pretty tough calling it all the way from there. It'll be cadet ball here to start the fourth quarter. It's going to be Schlicker to inbound it. He's going to throw it into the backcourt to Bart Kowiak. He gets across the midcourt stripe into the right corner, and now that's a dare. Back out top of the key to Bart Kowiak. He drives, and he's backed off the play. Tap the key here. He's going to throw a backdoor pass to Schlicker. Schlicker over to the right side to Adair, and he scores.
Down 13 here with 1 quarter to go for the last game that the majority of these guys are going to play this year. They got to do something.
So Denning on the right part of the arc, swings it up the wing to Crawford. Crawford throws an errant pass, goes into Cadet's hands. That is Bentz, and he's going to hand it over to Johnson, over high right to Bart Kowiak. Left side now, Bentz back over to Bart Kowiak, top of the key. Back over left side, and back over to Bart Kowiak into the left corner now. That is Schlicker. Schlicker down low to Johnson. He turns around, and fadeaway jumper, that doesn't go in. Rebound to Fuller, up the floor to Hartman. Hartman gets that ball knocked away from him from behind, goes into Cadets' possession. That's going to be Bart Kowiak. Dribbling around high right, gets down to the free throw line, into the left corner now, Johnson. Johnson down to the free throw line, right down central, puts it up, back iron, no good. Put back by Adair, doesn't go in. A rebound to Bart Kowiak, though. Mid-range jumper for him doesn't go in. And they're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to be Eagle ball.
That's the summary of this game so far for the Eagles. That was that back-to-back offensive rebounds that they allowed, and then to get tied up in the jump ball, not being able to secure that. That's the you want that arrow to be in your favor for this fourth quarter, and they lost it right there.
So 5:30 left in the fourth. Fuller across the midcourt stripe as the Eagles trail by 13. Hartman left wing for a three. Bingo, there it is.
You gotta get your three-point shooters high if you want to close this deficit. It doesn't matter if Concordia can make these layups if you can come back with three-pointers.
So the Eagles only down by 10 now, as Bart Kowiak is fouled by Fuller.
That'll be his second.
So it'll be cadet ball here. After that Fuller foul, they're going to get into the backcourt to Bart Kowiak. He's going to come across the midcourt stripe, be picked up by Fuller, throws it down to the right wing to Bentz. Bentz down to the free throw line, step back, kicks it over left corner now. Bart Kowiak gets down to the free throw line, left elbow, and they'll swing it around right side to Johnson. Johnson being pressured by Crossan, throws an errant pass, goes into Hartman's hands. Now over to Crossan, and they're going to call a Concordia foul. That's going to be on Johnson. And we'll see Williams-Thomas check back into the game for the Cadets.
That's not what you want to see if you're an Eagles fan, because he's just, I think, either looking to take this game over on either the offensive or the defensive side.
They're going to have to double down on him. So Fuller gets it into the backcourt to Denning. Denning across the midcourt stripe. Hands it over to Fuller. 4:45 left in the fourth. Hogue now top the key. Over to Hartman. Hartman right elbow. Down into the paint. Kicks it over to left corner to Denning. Denning drives right down the baseline. Wide open lane. Oh, short-armed it. And ball's on the floor, and it goes into Crossan's hands. Crossan loses the handle, and it's going to be off of Concordia. Eagle ball.
That was a fortuitous roll and kick there for the Eagles. And you're under your own basket here. You have to get something going.
So Fuller gets it into the right corner to Denning. Denning's being pestered by Bentz. He gets it up the wing to Crossan, over to Hartman. Hartman will load up a three. Bang, there it is.
I might have been wrong about Thomas trying to take over the game. It looks like Hartman's trying to shoulder this load and not let his final JV appearance this year be a loss.
So Columbia City only down by 7 now, as Fuller's guarding Thomas very tightly. And they're going to double team him. They get it over right side to Bentz. Bentz holding high right. Back over left side to Thomas. Thomas being guarded by Fuller. Dribbling around high left. Loses the handle. And that ball gets knocked away from him from behind. It goes into Cadets' hands. That's Johnson. Into the right corner now. And Concordia's going to call a timeout.
They've got to stop whatever's happening on offensive possession, because if they would have had a few more telegraph passes, I think the Eagles would have came away with that ball there.
So with 3:41 left in the fourth quarter, in the final game of the season for this University team, they are trailing 31-38 to the Concordia Cadets.
Thank you to Western Garage for helping to print 400 shirts for the student section for home football games. Western Garage on the scoreboard tonight, helping us school spirit. Western Garage is also helping Whitley County with car mechanic services on the northwest side of CC at North 250 West Road. And this broadcast is also brought to you in part by ProFed Credit Union, specializing in savings for mortgages, car loans, projects, and business banking too. ProFed Credit Union, 37,000 plus ATMs and 12 Northern Indiana locations in Columbia City, right next to Walmart at profedcu.org.
Sean Bledsoe, Sam Bechtold courtside for the last time this season. For the last time ever in WJHS history, I guess you could say, too. So Cadets have the ball in the backcourt. That is Thomas. He gets into the front court, flips it over left side to Eggold. Oh, Eggold nearly throws an air pass. It goes straight into Adair's hands, though. Feeds it down low to Schlicker, and he gets the easy bucket.
Hogue was looking to send that into the fifth row on that defensive contest there.
He was close. So Fuller dribbling around top of the key here for the Eagles. Gets it on the right elbow, backs it over left side of Hartman. Thought about the three, kicks it into the left corner now. Hogue will load up the three. Short arm that one. Rebound of Thomas. That ball gets knocked away from him from behind, and it goes straight out of bounds, and it's going to be Eagle ball.
I think that it's going to get a little chippy, and Thomas gave Denning a push there, and the ref didn't see it. And I think that's what Philman's talking to Mr. Wagner about right now.
So Denning in the left corner to inbound it. Gets it into Fuller. Fuller high left here. Back into the left corner to Denning. Denning down low to Hogue. Hogue down on the block being double teamed. Feeds it out to Denning. Denning saves it from going out of bounds. Gets down to the top of the key. And down to the left block, kicks it over to Hogue. Hogue will try the corner three again. Rattles around, doesn't go in. Rebound there to Eggold. He throws it up the floor to Thomas. Thomas down low into the paint, and he gets an easy layup.
There's nobody getting back on defense there. Almost like they anticipated Hogue not to get a stop there, and I think they could have done something with no defender down there.
So Columbia City down by 11. Stratton Fuller into the paint, kicks it out left corner. Hartman for three, and off the back part of the rim, and it goes in. So the deficit is now 8. And we're having a bit of a scrum here on the court.
Looked like somebody pushed Denning or something.
Yeah, that was Eggold. And I think they're going to say that they didn't see it.
Last broadcast got him in fireworks.
I know, right? And Denning's coming up with a bloody lip. I'm not sure if he got punched or he got shoved down to the floor or what. And Coach Philman shaking his head because they're not even going to call anything. They're just going to warn both teams.
I don't know what the Eagles did to provoke that or anything. If somebody played the Grayson Allen card or something.
I have no idea. And Eggold's coming out of the huddle smiling after he gave Denning a bloody lip. And
still talking.
Yeah. So 2:27 left in the fourth. Columbia City trails by 8.
That's got to light up the Eagles lineup, I think, especially if they thought that was foul worthy. You've got to stick it to Concordia on your next few possessions.
I can only think how that's going to affect the varsity game, too, potentially. Concordia coming off of a bitter loss in last year's varsity game as Mason Baker hit a corner three that won the game for the Eagles.
A quick underwriter here if we are still going to be discussing this. Tonight's game fee is brought to you by Morse's Builders Mart, located at 516 East Van Buren Street in Columbia City, with locations in Huntington and Wabash, Warsaw, Goshen. Online at morsesbuildersmart.com, serving northeastern Indiana since 1871.
And the refs are still talking things over at the scores table.
You know, when somebody that normally pushes off and they're smiling, walking away from the huddle, you have to think that they might be the guilty party in some facet.
And let's see, teams break huddle here. Whoa. They're calling a
They
double
gave,
technical.
Yeah, technical to both teams, no shot. All righty.
So it'll be Concordia ball as the Columbia City student section is.
Specifically, Brendan Cook in the front row.
Yeah, very true. As Coach Philman's wanting an explanation from the stripes here as to why there was a double technical.
Maybe
I'm not sure. Maybe it's just
Hogue maybe Hogue pushed Denning into it. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Because he was down. Speechless.
So cadet ball, it's going to be Thomas. Gets it into the front court, down to the right block to Adair. Adair puts it off the glass and scores.
It's a great shot fake there.
So Denning on the left part of the arc. Goes into the paint, gets a bump, throws it down low to Crossan. Reverse layup, doesn't go in. Rebound there to Eggold. Eggold's going to throw up the floor to Thomas. Thomas into the front court. It's going to be picked up by Denning. And Denning's going to get hit again in the mouth.
And the scoreboard shuts off.
And that foul's going to be on Denning. So we'll see Thomas head to the free throw line for a one-on-one opportunity as Concordia leads by 10 here with 2:05 left in the fourth. So Thomas's free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Crossan. He throws it up the floor to Fuller. Fuller into the left corner, throws it up the wing to Hartman. Hartman will load up from downtown. Back iron, no good. Rebound to Fuller, back over to Hartman. He goes right down central. Teardrop shot, and he gets it.
Great way to penetrate there by Hartman. Now the Eagles have to get a stop here on defense.
The Eagles trailing by 8 here. It is Schlicker in the backcourt. He's going to be fouled.
I thought he traveled before they called the foul.
By Fuller, and Fuller's in. He's pretty shocked about that foul. So Schlicker will be at the free throw line for the Cadets. And he'll have a one-on-one opportunity as we see Bentz check back into the game for the Cadets. His free throw rattles around, doesn't go in. Rebound to Hogue. Minute 42 left as he gets across the midcourt stripe. Throws it over left side of Hartman. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Denning now left corner for three, and he buries it.
And the defender that may have provoked the injury there. Now it's only a 5-point game.
So Schlicker gets it in to Adair. Adair in the backcourt picks up his dribble. And Crossan's going to foul Schlicker.
That's the guy you want to foul.
So 1-and-1 for Schlicker. Next Columbia City foul will put the Cadets in the double bonus. And we'll see the reappearance of Bulltimer. Potentially, no, we're not. Yeah, yes, we will. And let's see, they get the lucky roll.
Second or third lucky roll, especially for him off the back iron.
I think he's had at least 3 of those tonight from the charity stripe. And it looks like Bulltimer's going to come in for the free throw shooter Schlicker. So the second free throw from Schlicker, and that's about the 4th one that he gets from the back iron. And he's kind of laughing about that one because he knows. So Bulltimer into the game for the Cadets. So minute 24 left in the fourth. It's going to be Fuller bringing up the 4 for the Eagles as they trail by 7. Sees dribbling around high right, top of the key, down on the left elbow, kicks it into the left corner. Hogue for a 3. And he makes it.
This is what they need, all this momentum. I don't know if the Cadets can handle it, especially trying to get this clean inbound in.
So Thomas into the front court. He's got a 3-on-1 down to the blocks, and he misses the layup. Rebound goes to Crossan.
That's a JV mistake.
Throws it up to Denning. Denning down the right sideline, all the way down to the right block. Jump stop in the paint off the glass and scores.
That's what they need, and the Cadets are panicking.
Columbia City down by 2, and it's going to be a timeout from the Concordia Cadets as the JV boys get a standing ovation.
That's a rookie mistake by Thomas. Why you rush that shot, I don't know.
So it'll be Concordia ball coming out of the timeout, but they only lead by 2 now.
defensive side.
So, your 5 Eagles on the floor as of right now with 51 seconds left in the game. It's Fuller, Hogue, Hartman, and Crossan. And it will be Concordia ball here coming out of the cadet timeout.
Gym right now, Sean.
It is packed for the final game of the season here. And it's going to be Bentz checking into the game, and Coach Philman's going to call a timeout to talk things over with his team here.
Couldn't even tell what happened on the. Was it a sloppy inbound, or did he get a hand on it?
No, I mean he was trying to lead Williams Thomas to down. So it'll be Eagle ball just under the left part of the basket as Coach Philman's drawing up a play here.
And that's dangerous no matter what, but you have a 2-point lead. You just need to get a clean inbound, period. I don't think you should be leading anybody. You find somebody that's flaring to you like an elbow or just anybody open. Don't try to force anything.
We haven't seen a lot work well down low for the Eagles, but if there's a time for it to happen, it's right now. Either with Hogue or Crossan.
You just need to get a high percentage shot. I
Yes.
don't want to see a three-pointer for the Eagles here.
No, there's no need to go for the lead. You just try to get an easy bucket in the paint, try to tie this up, potentially send it to overtime.
Because your defense has done the job.
Yeah, here in the late second half especially. So Fuller to inbound it just on the left part of the basket. Guys lined up on the corners of the paint. He gets it into the left corner to Hartman. Hartman dribbling up the wing. Over to Fuller now, high left. Fuller's going to dribble out to the Columbia City logo with 45 seconds left.
Are we waiting for one here? I don't think we should.
So Fuller dribbling around high right. And Coach Philman's going to call another timeout as that was a broken play. So with 37 seconds left, Columbia City still trailing by 2 in this JV game.
Here's some quick underwriters here. This game is brought to you by the attorneys at Myers, Hockemeyer, McNaghy, LLP, located across the post office in Columbia City. They're on the line at 260-248-2224 and on the web at whitleylaw.com. WJHS and this sports broadcast is also brought to you by Culligan Water. For home or business, Culligan Water offers sales and rentals of water softeners, water coolers, water testing, and valve water delivery. Culligan Water online at CulliganColumbiaCity.com.
Sean Bledsoe, Sam Bechtold courtside here at Columbia City High School for the last time this season. And for the last time in WJHS history.
I'm glad that your last broadcast with us, Sean, could be a little bit of a nail biter.
I was gonna say when we were in the third quarter, I'm like, this may not be the prettiest game to end on, but you know what? Columbia City has brought it all the way back from at one point, I believe, a 13-point deficit or an 11-point deficit. Either way, it was double digits.
Definitely double digits.
So it'll be Denning to inbound it right by the midcourt stripe along the right part of the sideline. And he's going to look to get it into Fuller, and he does. Fuller holding on the right part of the wing. Spin move down to the top of the key. 30 seconds left. And gets down to the top of the key, flips it over right side to Hogue. Hogue on the right wing, back up top of the key to Fuller. Fuller down to the right elbow, kicks it over. Hogue for the 3 off the mark. Rebound to Schlicker, and there's going to be a Columbia City foul.
And that Concordia's coach really did not want him on the line. I've never seen a coach yell timeout when your opponent has the ball so loud.
So Schlicker will be at the free throw line. So we've seen him get some very lucky rolls here tonight.
I think when the lights shine the brightest, though, I think luck starts to fade away here.
So Schlicker's first free throw, he makes it.
Hey.
So 15 seconds left. Concordia leading by 3. Schlicker to make it a 4-point game, though.
It's a huge free throw, especially if he makes this.
And he makes it. So Crossan to inbound, and Coach Philman's going to call a timeout.
I think they gave it to Concordia's coach for the timeout.
But either way, teams will talk it over here for the next minute as Concordia leads 48-44 over Columbia City in this junior varsity contest.
This broadcast is brought to you by Bart's Car Store, a selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bart's Car Store offers test drives, cash for trade-ins, and financing options. Bart's Car Store, serving Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne. Tonight's microphones are from the support of Flowtech Heating and Plumbing, serving locally for 30-plus years. More information is available at flowtechpnh.com.
Sean Bledsoe, Sam Bechtold here at Columbia City High School, bringing you the last junior varsity game of the season. And we have a barn burner, as T-Brew would like to say, nail biter in our current terms.
I like that Hogue has that trust in his jump shot, but I think they could have looked for a better shot.
They could have looked for a better one, yeah. All you needed was the 2, and they were kind of guarding the perimeter more than the paint. But
it's not over.
Either way, you're not wrong. It is not over.
60 seconds is a lot, especially when both teams have 2 timeouts.
So Concordia's bringing full court pressure. Hogue's going to look to get it in. And he's going to get it into Crossan on the right sideline. Crossan's going to go up the floor across the midcourt stripe, and Coach Feldman's going to call a timeout here.
You just got to get it across there.
With 12.3 seconds left, Coach Feldman's going to talk it over with his guys, and now you have to be looking at a three-pointer.
Yeah, the preferable shot here is a 3, because with a 2, if you foul anybody, it's a 1-1, and there's no pressure to make either for the team. That's a shot where eventually I'd walk up to that free throw line and say, okay, worst scenario, I missed both of these, and they don't have any timeouts, so they have to go the entire length of the floor, and if they want to tie it, they have to get a 2, and my team's already going to be back there.
He has to be drawing up a play for one of his three-point shooters, though, whether it's Denning or Hartman, I think. Has to be going to one of those 2. Hartman's made some clutch threes down the stretch here.
He's been the one that's really closed this gap.
He has, yeah. I mean, like you said, he's put the team on his back, as you said. He's brought the Eagles back from a double-digit deficit.
I think he's got 15 tonight.
Hogue's going to throw it into the left corner to Crossan, up the wing now. Hartman will load it up for a 3. Rattles around, doesn't go in. Ball hits the floor as well as multiple bodies, and they're going to say that it was out of bounds on the Eagles.
That was such a great inbounds play. It was almost a back pylon touchdown catch for Crossan, and then the ability to find Hartman on the left wing for the open shot, and it just didn't fall.
So Schlicker to inbound it with 5.2, and he's going to get it into Eggold, and Eggold's going to be fouled by Denning. He's going to head to the free throw line with a double bonus in hand.
Did our JV team beat Concordia last year? I'm not sure, because I remember
I'm not 100%
sure.
No, I think we lost. That's when Wilson was still on the roster for the JV team. So Eggold at the free throw line, and he banks that one home.
Whatever you got to do to make it, John.
Yeah, I guess. So now it should be a 5-point lead. No, we got the scoreboard messed up, but either way, Eggold makes the second one. Puts the Cadets up 6 with 4.2 left. And their coach is gonna call out the dogs here. So Crossan,
smart inbound here,
rolling it, goes to Fuller. Fuller down to the top of the key, loads it up. Off the glass, doesn't go in. And that will close out the junior varsity season here for the Columbia City Eagles. Final score, 50-46 in favor of the Concordia Cadets.
Before we send up to the studio, Sean, I'd just like to say a big thank you to you especially. Hope you have a great time at Wabash next semester. I hope everything goes well, and I hope the golf team, especially the what are they, the Little Giants?
Yeah,
the Little Giants.
So just average size people.
Yeah, average size.
Here for the junior varsity Eagles. Still a really good record. I mean, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think they came out 15-4 4.
A lot to look forward to. I
Yeah,
think.
a lot. Yes, I mean for the future varsity roster, especially for these young guys coming up, these sophomores, especially with having a senior.
They showed a lot of heart tonight, and they didn't give up. Nobody on that roster did, no matter how far the margin was. That they had to crawl back and then just claw their way back into this one, and they did. And just some unfortunate rolls that Concordia seemed to get all night.
Yeah, they've I don't know what it is, but usually teams don't get the lucky rolls here on these rims here at the new Columbia City High School. But Concordia seemed to march on in here and just kind of will it into the basket tonight. As we'll see the Varsity Eagles take the floor here relatively soon. But this gym is packed for the final game of the season. It is grout fit theme for the student section.
We got a few people wearing black. But
yeah,
that's okay.
But Concordia traveled really well, actually.
You can't tell who's away and who's home fans.
That's true because of the colors. One's maroon for us, but then also they have the dark red, so it kind of just blends in. But let's. We're just gonna read off the sponsors one last time. Mason Baker was January Athlete of the Month.
Wow.
So congratulations to Baker on a stellar performance in January.
Kelly Automotive Group and Schrader Real Estate.
And they're gonna thank the sponsors here as they have the representatives from each respective company or family or donor coming out to be recognized.
Real Estate, Heat Power Engineering, Brian and Heidi Kreider of Kreider Dental Wellness Center.
As they'll all get autographed basketballs from the guys this year and T-shirts.
Jackson Accounting, Micropulse, Borsch's Builders Mart, Moore Farm Store.
But Sam, I mean, like you said, looking forward to next year. It's going to be an exciting time to be a Columbia City fan. They're just gonna reload with more talent, more shooting talent, especially. I mean, you're going to be missing Mason Baker and Spellman and Hedrick with his patented corner three, but you'll still have the means of Andrew Hedrick and Rhett Wilson and those other guys to come in and potentially lead those junior varsity guys with Hartman and Denning and Hogue. And definitely next year, Hogue's going to bring a ton of physicality to the varsity.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not knocking on our varsity guys, but there's just a different level of physicality that Cam Hogue brings to the floor.
You can't coach that.
No, you cannot. Yeah. So Hogue will be a force to be reckoned with on the varsity roster next year if he chooses to play, which I think he would. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't.
Unless maybe he plays golf this year and shoots like a 61 at state.
Wins the state tournament.
I would consider maybe, yeah.
But we will look forward to sectional play next week after tonight's game as your Eagles take on the Southside Archers. And then if they win that, they move on to play the Wayne Generals. Wayne Generals being the team that knocked us out of the tournament last year here at Columbia City. So a bit of a revenge game for our guys if we beat Southside. From what I've heard, Southside is an outside shooting team. Don't really like to shoot anything inside, so we're going to have to shut down anything from around the perimeter, but definitely think that we can do it. And if we take the lid off of our basket, we can for sure outscore them as well, because we've seen Baker get hot. We've seen Hedrick get hot. Both Hedricks actually get hot. But it's going to be an exciting time to be a Columbia City fan. But I'll go ahead and use this time to thank everyone at WJHS for the opportunity to call these games over the past couple of years. I want to thank you, Sam, for being along my side. And for Mr. Glaza, huge thank you for the opportunity as well as the Varsity Eagles take the floor. But for the last time that I will ever say this on WJHS, this is Sean Bledsoe And also for my broadcast partner, Sam Bechtold, saying so long for Columbia City High School. Telling you once again the final score of the junior varsity game, 50-46, and it favored the Concordia Lutheran Cadets. Thanks for listening. Tune in about 15 minutes, and you'll hear Andrew Thompson.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's game time. Tonight, listen as your Columbia City Eagles take to the court.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Columbia City Basketball. Andrew Thompson, Matt Curry, Sean Bledsoe courtside. And Concordia and Columbia City, what has become our annual last game of the year. And, of course, 2 years ago tonight, we were closing down the big bar on North Whitley Street with the Cadets in town. So their first appearance here at the new building. And we've got a, no doubt, physical Concordia team, Matt. See, JV got a little feisty. And
Yeah, good.
probably nothing less here in the varsity game. They're an 11-10 ball club, but very scrappy and playing at Fort Wayne League. So they're no B to C by the record.
Yeah, I mean, if the JV game is any indication, they're going to be they're going to talk and they're going to get in your face, and you know, we're going to have to be able to combat that. So I mean, we're playing good ball right now. So it's kind of a good tune-up for a Southside matchup on Tuesday. Really.
It is.
Probably, I mean, I would say Southside's probably going to be a little quicker than Concordia, but you know, program-wise and the year they're having, they're about the same team, Concordia and Southside. So, you know, it could be a good tune-up for us. We can get out of here with a win, and we just got to do what we do good, which is push the ball and play defense.
Yep. Southside will be 12-9, or is 12-9 coming into tonight, as they will be our sectional opponent Tuesday evening at Huntington North, the second ball game at 7:30. So,
Oh, I thought that JV, I thought we were going to come back and get it.
yeah, I was watching C-Team over there at the other gym. National anthem. National anthem here at Columbia City High School tonight. Ready for this regular season finale here.
And now let's meet the Concordia Cadets non-starters, number 3.
And don't forget the sectional coming up Tuesday evening at North Arena in Huntington, as the Southside Archers will provide our opposition. And if we survive that, we play Wayne in the second round semifinals. They drew the bye. Homestead and Huntington North will kick it off at 6 o'clock Tuesday evening. And the bye in the upper part of the bracket goes to the New Haven Bulldogs. And I tell you, if there's anybody that can give Homestead problems, I think it's Huntington.
Yeah.
Traditionally, they give them all they want and then some.
Yeah, what did I think I saw they only lost to them by 6 or 8 or something like that during the regular season. I want to say that was at Homestead, but I'm not for sure.
That one's always an interesting game, old US 24 rivalry from over the years.
Oh yeah.
Many years ago, Homestead used to go to the Huntington sectional back in the old one-class days. If you can believe that, they always went to Huntington for several years. So
I mean, back in the 1 class, they used to put like classes together, right? I mean, like size schools.
Not necessarily.
Just whoever was in that area was in it.
Yeah.
So was Warsaw in ours?
No, it was
They
always.
went with the West teams like Northwood and that.
Yes, we always had Whitco, Manchester, and Cherubusco, and Central Noble.
Yeah.
At times Carroll, at times Blackhawk, at times Tippy Valley.
Oh, we had Blackhawk, huh?
Yep. When they first came in.
So they weren't what they are now.
No.
Gotcha.
And they weren't very good back then when they first started. Warsaw always had Triton and Argus, Wawasee, Tippy. Well, until they kind of ran them out of there, but that's how they ended up in Columbia City. But
Wawasee was.
Yep.
Yep.
And trying to think of who else was in that old Warsaw sectional. But a while ago, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The old Argus Dragons. So the highlight reel going up there. Starters for Cadets, number 2, Noah Trent, 5'7". No, wait a minute, that's the wrong roster here. That's the freshman roster. Let's get the right roster. Mason Baker gets the call for Columbia City. There's Seth Mills. Andrew Hedrick. Brent Wilson, Mr. Defense. And Alex Hedrick. Coach Matt Schaus. And the officials, Mark Walter, Bill Forehand, and I didn't get the other one. But Concordia tonight, they go with Avery Cook. I think there's a Columbia City connection there. Johnny Washington, Cole Hayworth, David Speckard, and Grant Hayworth. So brothers, and we had a lot of brothers. So Cole Hayworth, the jump center against Andrew Hedrick, Columbia City controls.
Andrew wins again.
Yeah, he's amazing.
It's like a jackrabbit.
Yep. So Mills for Columbia City, dumps it off in the corner to Rhett Wilson. Mills has it back. A little shake and bake with the dribble there out. Andrew Hedrick to the free throw line. Back to Mills. Now to Alex Hedrick outside the arc. Alex puts it on the floor, can't shake his man. Now Mills. Up top, Alex Hedrick puts it on the floor and ran out of real estate down low. Oh, yeah. Nice pass, Andrew Hedrick.
Just lost him. Just lost him.
Rhett Wilson.
Good look.
Good look. So that gets the Eagles off on the right foot, so to speak. And that took all of about 40 seconds.
Yeah, jeez.
And here's a three. Look out, that looks good, and it is. David Speckard for 3. Speckard, I guess they're.
I guess.
So a 3-point goal gives Concordia Lutheran the lead. Minute 5 gone. Baker out of the left corner, 3-2 Cadets. Alex Hedrick around the wing. Now Rhett Wilson picks it up. Up top. Flips it to Mills. Down in the left corner now, Alex Hedrick. He's closed on by Washington. Now Andrew Hedrick underneath. Elevate. Fires. No, didn't get the roll. Rebound Speckard. Or no, Cole Hayworth. Check that. Here comes to Johnny Washington. Washington all the way in. Throws it up. Didn't get the roll. And
how'd that come out?
I don't know. Baker to Rhett Wilson fires a 3.
Ooh.
That's long back iron. Loose ball, Alex Hedrick. Back to Mills. He'll load it up. Score!
Why not? Boy, Millsy.
Seth Mills puts Columbia City up 5-3. And here come the Cadets back, I should say. Grant Hayworth over for Speckard. Down in the corner now is Cole Hayworth. He drifts to the left elbow, almost drug that pivot foot, gives it up to David Speckard underneath. He got a roll. My. So Speckard gets the roll this time.
I thought he shuffled his feet. Ooh! Ooh, behind the back.
Mason Baker right back with 2.
Behind the back, step through on him.
And they dump it down low. Here's Speckard.
Got a good hand.
Cook, and here's a long 3 up top. That's good. Cole Hayworth. So we're lighting it up here at the old barn. And here's Mills. Sends it off. Here's a Baker three.
Oh, boy.
Just off the mark. Here comes Washington. Washington, top of the key. Across for Speckhard. And across for Cole Hayworth. Down in the paint, Washington turns, fires from 15. No. They get the rebound, score. Basket counts. Columbia City foul.
It's a pretty weak foul there. I'm not on Mills.
Seemed to be much there.
I don't.
3:04 gone in the first. 10-7 Concordia. And free throw good. A three-point play as Grant Hayworth converts, and it's 11-7 with 3 minutes gone. And here's Mills up top for Columbia City. Down low on the baseline, here's Baker. Backed off the play a bit by Cole Hayworth. Lost the handles, he drove. That was stripped, stolen. Here comes Washington into the front court. And gives it off to Speckhard. Now Washington again over for Cook. Grant Hayworth. There's Washington. And here's the three up top. That rims out by David Speckhard. And Andrew Hedrick with the rebound into the front court for Columbia City. Hands to Baker. Pulls up from 16. Short. Loose ball, Seth Mills.
Yeah, travel. Yep.
2 turnovers for the Eagles. So who came on? 21. Alan Termolin. So here come the Cadets, leading 11-7. Washington. Down low he goes, and they throw it away. Speckhard, that's the first Concordia turnover. With 4:02 to go. 11-7. Columbia City looking for victory number 17.
If you can believe it.
Yeah. Alex Hedrick over to Andrew Hedrick. Fakes the three. Andrew still with the dribble, sends it off to Alex. Back up to Andrew Hedrick, across for Mills. Mills shakes and bakes, throws it in the corner, and Baker on the run. Andrew Hedrick fakes the three, puts it on the floor. Hands to Wilson outside the arc, left side. Alex Hedrick back to Wilson. Wilson drives, throws it off Alex Hedrick. Back to Wilson, and there's Mills left corner. 3:25 to go in the first. Mills into the paint, backed off. Sends it off, and there's a long one. Score! Andrew Hedrick.
Good possession there.
Yeah, we were very patient. It makes it 11-10, 3:10 to go in the first. Concordia by a point. Washington, left side for Cook. Cook flips it up top now to Termolin. And Washington again. High right. Washington ships it off, and Cole Hayworth pulls up from 15. That's well short. Baker saves the ball. Nice effort there. Here comes Andrew Hedrick out of the scramble into the front court.
Nice pass.
Jump past Mills, tries to reverse it. Got it blocked. Brett Wilson to lose ball.
Hit it.
Baker up top.
Oh,
short.
Man.
Brett
Good
Wilson
job,
knocks
Brett.
it out.
Good job.
And Alex Hedrick, he's going all the way to the bucket. Layup, no, but Baker will put it back and scores. So 12-11, Columbia City back in the lead.
Oh, 5-0 run there.
Yes.
And
Cook, short from three.
Same.
Here comes Baker. Lead pass into the corner, left side. Brett Wilson's got it. Andrew Hedrick, the elbow, across the paint. Up, under, puts it up, score.
Jeez.
So Andrew Hedrick gives Columbia City a 14-11 lead. Timeout for Concordia.
Good job, guys.
Phil Brackman, the coach. Do we have the underwriter sheet tonight or not? Oh, you're pulling them up. Look at this guy go. He saved the bacon last week with the underwriter sheet. Let's go with WJHS Sports Play-by-Play. It's brought to you by ProFed Credit Union, specialized in savings for mortgages, car loans, projects, and business banking too. ProFed Credit Union, 37,000 ATMs in 12 northern Indiana locations in Columbia City on the Walmart Drive. And the timeout underwriter, Myers Hockemeyer McNagny, LLP, located across from the post office in downtown Columbia City. Their telephone number there, 248-2224, and on the web at whitleylaw.com. Thank you. So closing out the 21-22 campaign tonight, Sectional Tuesday. Looks like no snowstorm this year for the sectional, at least in boys. Had a little bit of an impedance during the girls' season, and Washington pulls up from 17. Bingo.
Boy, I thought that was short.
So Washington gets Concordia off the schneid with 1:34 to go in the first, 14-13 Columbia City. Clayton Scott into the ballgame. Mills at the blocks. Mills turns in traffic, throws to Baker. He fakes the three. Throws it back. Mills a three.
Boom.
Score!
Boom.
Mills on the board.
Nice little two-man game there.
Yes. Drew the defense in, and that left Mills all alone. Cole Hayworth, top the key, tries to make the move. That's going to be a travel.
Yep. That was more of a foul than the first one that Mills got, really.
No foul there.
That's a lot of contact on that one.
2 turnovers for Concordia. And here come the Eagles.
Forgot my seat tonight, T.
Uh-oh. You're going to get bleach your butt like I do.
Back hurts already. I'm old.
Scott out top for Columbia City. 50 seconds to go, first quarter.
Early action for Scott.
Yes. And here's Wilson. Gives it off to Baker. Now to Wilson, left corner. And Baker up top, playing for one.
Had Clayton down there, though. The guard on him.
And Baker holds. Up top, 30 seconds. Gives it to Andrew Hedrick. Checks the clock. And Andrew comes across high right. Boy, he carries. Top. Baker's got it with 7. Now here's Andrew underneath. Ran out of room. Whips it across, and Rhett Wilson a 3. That's going to be off the mark over Scott at the buzzer.
Clayton almost got a tip there, too.
He did. So that's the end of one quarter. Your score 17-13 in favor of Columbia City. They trailed by 5 early.
Ended the quarter on a 10-2 run there.
So stats by Sean Bledsoe here. Johnny Washington with 2. Cole Hayworth 3. David Speckhard 5. And 3 for Grant Hayworth. No bench points, 2 turnovers for the Cadets. And we'll get Columbia City stats here momentarily. Got water coming.
Yeah, I think so.
Outstanding. And no bench points for the Eagles, 2 turnovers for the Eagles. 4 for Mason Baker, 6 for Seth Mills, 7 for Andrew Hedrick. So a quick first quarter. JV fell 50-46 in a tight one. C team lost by 12. And here comes Columbia City, and Concordia ready to do battle second quarter.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, Jimmy John subs.
A little snack.
Hey, all right. You have to turn the mic off to eat those, though. You can't. So here we are, second quarter. Concordia with the basketball. They flip it back out. Speckhard and Washington. A 3. It's an air ball.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
You don't see that out of Washington too often.
Yeah, that was a little rough. He's got a nice looking shot, too. I mean, nice little pull up.
So here come the Eagles to the front court. And Baker. Wide right, Andrew Hedrick.
Oh, hit it.
Now he loads her up. Bingo!
Yeah, they're not going to guard you. Let it fly.
So Andrew Hedrick puts Columbia City up 20-13. And they dump it down low. The Cadets back in, and no good, but a Columbia City foul. Cole Hayworth drew it.
Yeah, I don't know what you want Clayton to do right there. His hands straight up.
2 shots coming for Cole Hayworth.
Man, I don't know what he's supposed
Ooh,
to do.
the referee Let's see, that's Grant.
Yep.
Or Cole Hayworth should be, yes.
Got
Has the second. That makes the score 20-14. And here comes Rhett Wilson with the basketball. Wilson, the big court stripe. Up on the left wing, Andrew Hedrick has it. Top of the key. Penetrates, spins, elevates, fires. Back iron, no good. Loose ball to Washington.
Get back.
Washington into the front court. Washington, a little behind the back dribble, shoves his way in. Fires, no good. Rebound, Baker.
Good defense by Mason there.
Yep.
Man.
Baker back, wide left, and Rhett Wilson through traffic, and Andrew Hedrick short. Loose ball, Mills.
Attaboy.
I don't think Coach Brackman's happy with his team not getting to the rebound.
We've got about 5 offensive rebounds.
And Baker, bingo, three-pointer.
The threes are just flying.
Want to go out with a bang in the final game.
Right?
Down low, Cole Hayworth backs in, lost the handle.
Nice.
Here's a steal by Columbia City. Baker
Hit it.
throws it back, and Andrew Hedrick on the drive, whistle and Concordia foul.
Just throw it up, Andrew. Ooh, Cam Hogue.
Yep.
Okay.
Him and Alex Hedrick come in. Hogue's had a nice junior varsity campaign.
Yeah.
Elias Spellman out of the lineup tonight.
Sick.
And
hit it.
Mills, that's going to be well
Oh,
off the
oh.
mark. That's an air ball.
Good hustle.
Saved by Alex Hedrick.
Oh.
No, it already hit the...
I kind of wondered if Cam was going to get any time.
This is the first time.
Yeah, and he's big and strong, and he plays pretty good defense, and could be a nice little rest for some of our guys
Yeah.
who play, 30 minutes a game, basically.
We had 3 guys play the whole game at Northridge
Right.
last week.
Oh,
And
boy.
here's a long three, and it's a rainbow, and it goes in by Cole Hayworth. So Cole Hayworth has their last 4. And here come the Eagles, leading by 6. Baker puts it on the floor, lost the handle, and Concordia foul. Cook, his first, team's second. Alex Hedrick up top. Mills with it with 5.5 to go in the second. And wide right, Alex Hedrick has it. Alex looking for some help. Gets it off to Mills. Mills. And Hedrick on the fly. Andrew shakes and bakes, spins, kicks it out.
Look.
Here's an Alex Hedrick three. That's long.
Good Mace.
And Mason scores
Oh, boy.
on the putback.
I thought that was trying to come out.
Yep.
Another good possession there. Patient, got an open shot.
We're beating Concordia on the boards.
Yeah, man.
25-17.
Travel.
And Tap throws it out. Here's a three, no good by David Speckard.
It's a good foul.
Eagle foul.
That was Andrew, I think.
Andrew Hedrick, his first, team third.
It's a good foul. That was just going to be a layup, basically, for him. So make him shoot free throws.
Joe Tap to the free throw line. Ooh, boy, that almost fell out of there. Rhett Wilson back on for Mills. And another one. Rimmed in and out this time, no good. Andrew Hedrick with the rebound and a 25-18 Columbia City lead. Alex Hedrick up top for Columbia City. What has been a quick first half. And a step back three, Baker.
Oh,
It's going to be an air ball.
Ooh, that was a good move.
Yeah, just, I think slipped out of his hand a little bit. And the Cadets almost lose the handles. It went off the referee.
Yeah. Mark Walter.
Yeah. So here's Speckard. Gives it off to Cole Hayworth. Down low, they throw it to Tarmolin. And a long three is going to be long by Hayworth.
Foul.
Second on Avery Cook. Johnny Washington comes back in. So here come the Eagles.
Have to get a bucket here.
Wilson throws over to Baker. Now wide in the left corner. Here's Alex Hedrick. Had a step momentarily, but now in trouble. Throws it out with a jump pass to Baker.
Nice pass.
Underneath Wilson. Whips it out. Here's a three.
Nice.
Score!
Andrew.
City. Here's Cook across the key. Gives it up to Washington, top of the key. 3.5 to go in the half. Washington spins. Throws it to Cook. Across. They fake the three. Now out of the corners, Grant Hayworth. And now back up to Tap. In the corner, Termolen. And back up to Washington. Closed on quickly by Alex Cedric. Tap. And the fans get a little excited on the Columbia City end. About the defense here. Washington. Nice pass down low, and they score.
Ooh, what a pass.
Cole Hayworth.
What a pass.
That was.
Really good look.
28-20 your score. Columbia City, 2:50 to go in the first half. Here at Columbia City High School in the regular season finale. Wide right, Rhett Wilson has the basketball. Into the corner, Andrew Hedrick. Up the wing, Wilson. Wilson right down central. Wild shot, no good. Baker got a tap. And here we come the other way. Washington sends it ahead. Knocked into the corner, and Tap picks it up there. Cole Hayworth now to Washington. Washington gets a step, pulls up at the free throw line. Bingo. Johnny Washington on the board. Makes it 28-22 CC, and Columbia City 32nd timeout. Timeout under Ryer. Myers, Hockemeyer, McNagny, LLP, located across the post office in downtown Columbia City. That's Myers, Hockemeyer, McNagny. So, good crisp start to this one. 17-13 after one in favor of Columbia City. They're led by 10. Now lead it by 6. And Southside looming Tuesday night. I'm sure they're in action tonight. Look that up here.
Yeah, I would assume. Snyder. There's Southside. Well, Concordia beat Southside.
They are at Fort Wayne Blackhawk.
Yep. They beat, Concordia beat Southside.
Huh.
By 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
So here is Andrew Hedrick flipping it off for Mills. Mills on the right side with 2 minutes to go first half. He's chased by Cook. Mills. Now Rhett Wilson, high left.
Oh.
Wilson backed off the play, bothered by Termolen. And Mills, nice pass, Alex Hedrick, score! Cut to the basket. Good one for the Eagles there.
Yep.
30-22.
Good basket cut there. They get up.
And they throw it in the corner. And Cole Hayworth, up top Washington, sidesteps a man. Nice pass down low, a little high, but they put it up. Didn't get the roll, as that was Cole Hayworth.
Go.
Columbia City to the timeline now. Mills, in minute 23, the pass deflects out of bounds.
It's a good thing that was deflected.
Yeah.
Alex had a wide open layup. I don't know who tipped that out, but that was a great job by them.
Yep.
Saved one.
Wilson to Baker, shoves it off. Mills in the left baseline corner of the minute 15. He drives into the paint, across the green, and scoops it in. Mills with 2 more.
I really like it when Seth is aggressive like that. It just makes it so hard to guard him.
32-22, Columbia City back up. 10 of the minute to go in the half. Washington with it, top of the key for the Cadets. And pulls up in the paint, fires a little fadeaway and scores. We kept him to 6 somehow.
Yeah. Just looks so easy for him.
Yep. So 38 seconds to go in the half. Baker up top. 5 count on. Now Baker moves it. Back across to Andrew Hedrick. Under 30 seconds. Captain Klimek just getting home from work, listening to the broadcast.
Marty.
So Andrew Hedrick holds on the logo at center court, 14 seconds. Gives it off to Seth Mills, who works against Cook. Up top, Alex Hedrick to Rhett Wilson. In the corner, here's Baker. Sidesteps a man. Scores!
Oh, boy, Mace.
Baseline drive.
Oh,
And look
no.
out. Cook.
Tipped.
And that's it. Into the first half.
Andrew tipped that.
Did he?
Can you believe that? Did you see where he took off from?
I did not. I was kind of.
Well, he shot it over here in the corner. Andrew
Yep.
took off from the white line over here and blocked that. I'm almost positive he did. Unbelievable.
Yep. So we go to the intermission. Columbia City 34.
Jeez.
Concordia 24. So statistics by Sean Bledsoe. 6 for Johnny Washington. 15 for Cole Hayworth. 20 or check that. Let's try that again. 9 for Cole Hayworth. I'm reading the wrong column here. Washington was 6. Cole Hayworth 9. David Speckert 5. 1 for Joe Tapp. 3 for Grant Hayworth. Thank you. And 3 turnovers by the Cadets. 1 bench point. Columbia City no points out of their bench. 2 turnovers. Baker 11. Mills 8. Andrew Hedrick 13. Alex Hedrick 2. So that's the way it looks here at the intermission.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a clean game, really.
Yeah.
I mean, of the 24 points that they've scored, I feel like there's probably only a handful of shots that I don't think were contested, that were just kind of like open threes.
Yep.
Aside from that, I feel like defensively we're playing well. We're rebounding the ball well. We're limiting them to one shot. I think maybe they have 2 offensive rebounds. We're rebounding the ball on the offensive end extremely well for being that undersized. I mean, they've got 6'5" on the floor, 6'5", 6'4", and our tallest person, I think 6'2", maybe. Yeah, Alex is 6'2". So, you know, we're doing a great job crashing the boards and great job of basket cutting, you can see. I mean,
Yep.
there's been a lot of wide open layups because they're switching and they're trying to divulge and see where Andrew's going so much that they either lose him or they lose the guy that's screening for him. Easy layups for us, so it's good.
So indeed a good start for Columbia City. Another half to go. As we wind down the regular season tonight and be at Huntington's North Arena on Tuesday night. Second ball game. Huntington North and Homestead first at 6 o'clock. And then Columbia City and Fort Wayne Southside in the nightcap. Friday night, the first ball game will be the Homestead Huntington North winner against New Haven, who drew the bye. And in the second game Friday night, the Columbia City Southside survivor will play the Wayne Generals. And of course, the survivors come back Saturday night for a championship at 7:30 in Class 4A Sectional 6. And that's where we're at. Hard to believe as fast as it's gone. Good crowd on hand here tonight.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'd like to see this thing totally full someday. That would be loud. Is this
It'll
me?
get there at some point.
Yep. There's Columbia City looking for win number 17 tonight.
Well, you got to think if we'd have had sectional here, that Homestead Columbia City game in the sectional probably would have been completely fully packed in here, I would assume. Especially with the people coming for the next game as well.
And last year they had to limit
Yeah.
fans per game, so it was kind of cut in half.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we appear to be past that sort of thing now. And congratulations again to our 2 wrestlers who competed in Indianapolis last Friday night, Alan Maggard and Ian Clifford, as they wrestled in the state finals. And both unfortunately fell in that opening round.
Yeah,
But
that was a tough
great
one.
seasons.
That was a tough one for Clifford. I talked to my brother.
Yeah,
I think the guy that he lost to ended up getting 4th.
yeah.
So, and he didn't feel like there's any reason that Clifford, if he wouldn't have won that match, would have been, you know, wrestling for 3rd and 4th. So, you know, that's kind of the nature of the beast. If you don't win your semi-state, you don't get that good seed and you don't get a good matchup. Now again, he had a chance to win that match, but you know that's a test. I mean, that's a testament to the type of competition that's down there. He lost to a guy that was wrestling for third and fourth.
Yeah.
That guy was one match away from wrestling for a state title. So.
And I guess that's quite a spectacle down there.
It is.
With the Parade of Champions and turning out the lights for
Yep.
the individual weight class championships.
Yep.
You talk about a thrill for those young men wrestling under the lights that's just amazing.
Yep. Crown Point this year had, I think it was 6 or 7 kids in the finals, which is never, I mean, that's not normal. Usually you get, maybe 2, 3, I mean, at the most 4, and they were just, I think they won team
They win the
point.
team title?
Oh, yeah. I mean, before the finals, I think they were up by 70 points or something like that. Yeah, I think they had like 166. Whoever was in second place had 99 or something like that. I mean, it wasn't even close.
Amazing how that works. Of course, the team tournament, a thing of the past. They used to have that.
Yeah.
Which we had some success in that for 3 years.
They kind of do it. They do it at like in like December.
It's unsanctioned. And
yeah, like, and it doesn't make sense because they invite you to that based on who you have coming back from the previous year. So it's not, I mean, it is team state, but it's not, I mean, it doesn't really make sense.
Right. So congratulations to Coach Culp and the wrestling program on another fine season. They had a few struggles with injuries here and there, but came out of the fray pretty good.
Yeah.
And swimming, we had some success with Emma Johnson making the state, and I'm not sure the boys still have the state to go, I believe.
Yeah.
Boys swimming, so.
Yeah.
I know we had some guys in the sectional finals at Warsaw, but I did not get any information on that. So, big crowd milling about here tonight, and the shootout going on. And Concordia yet to make their appearance yet. I suppose Coach Brackman's too happy with their play on the boards.
Yeah, and I don't even, it doesn't even look like a lack of effort. I mean, a lot of those offensive rebounds have been long rebounds. So even if they were in good position, it's probably a good chance that we would have gotten it anyway. But it's still, I mean, as a coach, I'm sure it is very frustrating seeing us grab an offensive rebound. I bet we got 6 or 8 points, 6 or 8 second chance points. I mean, just because we're getting to those boards, 50-50 balls.
And so often we talk about that, and that can make or break the game.
Yeah.
It's a fine line, shall we say.
Yeah, when it comes down to games like this, I mean, those teams that win those 50-50 battles they win the game.
And here come the Cadets. And looks like the halftime shootout will wrap up.
They've got some big kids.
They do. They look physical.
I mean, that sophomore that's 6'7", he hasn't seen the floor yet, but I mean, he's big. Those other 2 guys, what did I say? They have 2 6'4" guys and a 6'5" guy in the lineup. Yeah, Hayworth's 6'5", Spicard's 6'4". The other Hayworth is 6'5". I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's some beef there.
A junior Hayworth and a sophomore Hayworth, both 6'5".
They're going to cause some problems for some teams the next couple of years.
Yeah, what they don't have any seniors. I mean, they return everybody next year.
Wow.
So they could be a problem in the SAC next year. You might want to look out.
And
Really?
Cook is starting as a freshman.
Yeah.
He didn't score any points, but
Nope.
mainly a ball handler, I would suspect.
Yeah. Washington's a sophomore. I mean,
Good Lord.
geez.
They're loaded.
They might be a problem next year. That's just as much as I think that Carroll is going to be a problem moving forward, because those 2 sophomores they have that score all their points are just a few steps away from just dominating whoever they play. I mean, can't stop both of them.
Concordia will play Garrett in the opening round of the sectional.
Concordia's 3A.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought they were 4A. Have they been 4A before?
No.
Oh.
As they will indeed play the Garrett Railroaders, and that is at Bateman Gymnasium in Garrett.
Oh, Garrett gets the sectional, huh?
Yeah, this year. And Garrett having another struggle of it at 5-16.
Jeez.
Captain Klimek is on board tonight. Welcome to the broadcast. And Jim Bayman checking in from Florida again, the Villages. Welcome to the broadcast. Andrew Thompson, Matt Curry, Sean Bledsoe doing stats here for us. You heard him prior to this one. And Sam Bechtold as well. He goes on the floor, ready to go. Wilson having a discussion with the referee. I can't believe the amount of lobbying that goes on with players and referees anymore. It just amazes me.
I think they're, I don't know if he's actually, I think they're just joking around about
Think
something.
they are?
They're laughing.
So underway, Andrew Hedrick with it. To Baker, to Alex Hedrick. Alex looking back door, it's tipped, but Andrew Hedrick gets a hold of it. Oh my, he puts it up with a circus shot and draws a foul.
That's going to get Washington, I think.
Hedrick with just all kinds of moves.
Yeah, Washington picks that one up.
Is Washington's first.
Yep.
Andrew Hedrick threw everything but the kitchen sink at on the moves.
Oh,
And
that's why we didn't see Cook. He has 2 fouls. I didn't
Okay.
realize, I guess. Come on, Andrew, make your free throws.
had Andrew hit, misses the first one. He hit him when they counted up at Northridge last week.
Yep.
That one rattles in and out, no good. Holy Toledo.
Andrew.
And here come the Cadets, trailing Columbia City by 10, just underway, third quarter. And there's a Johnny Washington off for Speckard. And Cook takes over top of the key for the Cadets, dressed in the all maroons tonight, white numerals and a bit of gray trim. Washington holds high left.
That was a travel, wasn't it?
Oh, the ref talked to him. I don't know what. It's kind of an odd move. So here is Cole Hayworth back to Washington. He shakes and bakes, puts it on the floor. Alex Hedrick, here's a long one for three.
Oh.
Long. Rare miss for Alex from the wing. Rebound Speckard. And
Good.
Baker tips it. Steal Columbia City. 3-on-2 perhaps, and we throw it away. Washington with the steal. Washington throws it over to Cook. Cook doesn't take the three.
Oh.
That knocked away by Baker temporarily, but now up to Washington. And he loads up a three and scores. So Washington scores the first points of the second half, 34-27.
Mason got the referee there. Oh,
And here we are, Andrew Hedrick underneath.
But how do they lose him?
They do.
Yeah, that's the guy you don't want to lose.
36-27, Columbia City, minute 45 gone, third quarter. The Cadets with the basketball. Cole Hayworth across the key, shoves it off to Avery Cook. Down in the corner, Washington. Washington up the wing, and here is Speckard.
And
Washington a long one. That's short, and that's going to go out of bounds.
guess he thought he needed a heat check already.
Yeah, he put a long one up there. So 5:55 to go in the third. Here come the Columbia City Eagles, leading 36-27. Coach Schaus barking out some instructions from the bench. Baker puts it on the floor. Turns, elevates in the blocks. That's going to be short arm. Loose ball, Speckard. And Washington dribbles to the midcourt stripe. Bounce pass up the wing for Cole Hayworth underneath. They put it up, no good.
Good job by Mills, just keeping his hands straight up there.
Grant Hayworth impeded by Mills on the shot. Columbia City back with it. Wilson up top to Andrew Hedrick. Columbia City back to original starters. Andrew Hedrick throws it off to Alex. He can't get the shot off out of the left corner. Now Baker, a step on the baseline, layup and score.
Yep.
Easy one for Baker. Makes it 38-27. Columbia City by 11. 5 minutes straight up to go, third quarter. Washington flips it over to Cook. And Cook gives it to Washington, high right. Washington puts it over for Cook on the left wing. And Speckard. Speckard spins. What a move by Speckard off the glass, and he scores. That's a good move.
Yeah, that was a good move, and Rhett couldn't have done anything else. Got a hand in his face. I mean,
that was just a brilliant move by Speckard.
He's just taller.
Yep. 4:20 to go. Andrew Hedrick, a three. That got deflected, didn't it? Schau's not happy with that.
Nope.
Tap back into the Concordia lineup. That's the first substitution here in the second half.
Mills got away with a foul there, too.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
So Concordia trailing 38-29. Here's Cook.
And
a long one. Grant here, Cole Hayworth off the mark. And the ball batted around. That's going to be off the Columbia City Concordia ball with 4:02 to go in the third. Nice hustle over there.
Yeah, we were going after it. We had three guys over there going after it.
Ball to bounds on the far side. Tap will throw it in. Washington in the backcourt. Halfway through the third quarter. Columbia City by 9. Washington outside the arc, pestered by Alex Hedrick of Columbia City. Washington maintains the dribble. Throws it off to Cook, shoves it off to Speckard. Speckard, hand check on Alex Hedrick.
Yeah.
Number 20.
Alex is first. Team first. Didn't let him play. Not many fouls to call.
No, I mean, it's been really good defense, too. So, I mean, they really haven't, they've missed maybe a few of them, but they haven't had to even blow the whistle, really.
No. And underneath and to the bucket, Cole Hayworth off the glass, no good. Loose ball, he gets a back stripped by Andrew Hedrick. And then Andrew gets stripped. Yeah, and it's a nice play, and they go in and score a layup as Washington flipped it. For Speckard with the 2 for Concordia, as he has the last 4 Concordia points, 38-31 Columbia City with 3:10 to go third quarter. Wilson down in the corner, Baker.
Yep, there's his third. Cook's third.
So Cook picks up his third. Team second.
He's gonna ride him, I think.
Now, he must not utilize a very deep bench, but ball out of bounds as that was Concordia's second team foul. 3 minutes to go in the third. Mason Baker loose on the baseline. Layup. Get it there. No good, but he'll draw a Concordia foul. His first, Cole Hayworth's first, team's third. So Baker shoots 2 for Columbia City. With 2:56 to go third quarter, Baker scores the free throw. 39-31 Eagles. Baker has another one. And Baker, yes, sir. 40-31. Favor of the home team as Washington crosses the timeline with 2:50 to go third quarter. Avery Cook, high right. And Cole Hayworth over for Speckard. And Washington shakes and bakes, throws it across. Cook throws it back to Washington. Washington loads it up, scores! 3-point goal.
Yep, gotta get out there.
So Washington makes it a 40-34 game. He's got 12 on the evening now. Wide open, and Andrew gets stripped.
Get in there.
And Concordia foul, his second on Washington. So Hedrick will shoot 2 for Columbia City with 2:19 to go in the third quarter.
I can't even tell if Andrew's getting a back screen there, if he's just cutting that hard.
And Andrew short arms the free throw, so he's 0 out of 3 at the charity stripe.
Oh, Andrew.
And another one for Andrew. Loads it up. Got it.
There we go.
Off to Schneid. 41-34. 2:15 to go third quarter. Washington back across for the Cadets. Cross for Washington. Washington puts it on the floor. Tries to get around Andrew Hedrick. Fade away. Score! You got to watch Washington. Nice defense, but Washington won the battle there. Makes it 41-36. He's up to 14 that quick. Mills in the corner. Andrew Hedrick puts it up. Oh, no good, and that's off of Concordia. Columbia City gets a break. Andrews pleading his case with the referee, but Tap and Termolen come back into the ball game.
Washington's got, what, 7 points this quarter, I think.
Yep.
2 threes. No, he's got 8.
8 points this quarter.
2 threes in that, yeah.
Wilson up top, Baker. Baker puts it on the floor, shoves it off. Mills. Oh, short. Loose ball to Speckhard.
Get back.
And here come the Cadets. Washington across the midcourt stripe with a minute 35. Washington almost lost the handle, got it back. Shoves it off to Tap. Down low to Termolen. Termolen on the baseline. Tries to make the move, lost the handle, but a Mills foul, I believe.
Oh, they're going to call Andrew on that, I think.
They are? Yes.
Yeah, I didn't.
His second. Team's second.
That looked pretty clean, but.
So minute 25 to go into third. Concordia on a nice run. They trail Columbia City by 5. Here's Termolen. And underneath, turnaround, Speckert scores. And as they're starting to heat up.
Yep. What's that, like 8 in a row?
Yep. 40-31. So it's a 7-1 run at least. Columbia City with possession, a minute 5 to go third quarter. Andrew Hedrick puts it on the floor, looks for Baker. Andrew into the paint, throws it up, no, but whistle and a Concordia foul. And Taps first, team's fifth. Coach Schaus wants an explanation. Neither coach has really had to yell about anything tonight, really. It's been a clean game. So Andrew gets his second consecutive free throw to drop, 42-38. And Andrew got that one again, 43-38.
I'd like to get a stop here, maybe get another
Yep.
bucket.
So 50 seconds as Washington hits the timeline for the Cadets. And out top is Termolen. Washington fakes. Alex Hedrick closes on him. Washington backs off the play, now makes a drive. Blocking foul, Wilson. No further play. That basket go?
Yep. Sure did.
Okay, so Washington. First on Wilson, team's third. So 2 for Washington plus a free throw, 43-40. Well, Washington is looking for point number 17, I believe, and he has it.
Gosh, he does not look like a sophomore. He looks like he's 20.
Yep. So 43-41, Columbia City. Baker.
He only got 9 points this quarter.
Wow.
So there's 17.
They've had their quarter.
We do that a lot in the third quarter, it seems like.
Mm-hmm. So we hold out top with 10 seconds to go third quarter. Andrew Hedrick to Mills. Mills up top, Hedrick over to Wilson. Shoves it off. Baker will load it up.
Yep.
And a foul.
Yep.
On Concordia. This will be 3 shots for Baker.
15.
Second on Cole Hayward.
Yeah, that would have been nice if Mace could have got that one to go.
Yeah. So 3 shots as he was fouled on the three-pointer. Get everybody situated in the lane here. Baker 3. Got it. Rolled in.
Shooter's touch.
That makes it 44-41. 1.2 to go in the third. Baker rolls that one in. 2 friendly rolls on our unfriendly rims.
They must be dunking on him in practice or something.
Yes, and Baker got that one. Nothing but the bottom of that. Makes it 46-41, 1.2 seconds.
Oh, good job,
Knocked
Seth.
away by Mills. Still 1.2 on the clock.
Get over here, Andrew.
Sooner or later, they'll figure out when they want to take the ball out. There
Well,
we
he
go.
can't move now. So.
Yep. And look out, Speckert, half-court shot.
Ooh.
It's the backboard, no further play. That is the end of 3 quarters. 46-41, Columbia City.
Whew. Rough quarter.
First quarter. Sean Bledsoe stats.
12 to 17 that quarter. Yep.
Washington has 17 now after 3 quarters. And Cole Hayworth with 9, 11 for David Speckard, and Tapp with 1, Grant Hayworth with 3. 5 Concordia turnovers, 1 point off the bench for the Cadets. This has been a good one.
Yeah.
Good tune-up for both teams going into the tournament. Again, Columbia City will play the Southside Archers Tuesday night, second ball game at Huntington North Arena. And stats for the home team: 18 for Mason Baker, 8 for Seth Mills, 18 for Andrew Hedrick, 2 for Alex Hedrick, 4 Columbia City turnovers, no points off our bench. 8 of 11 at the free throw line. Thank you. For Columbia City. And 8 minutes to go. So we what? So that was a 17-12 quarter.
Yeah.
So we kind of closed the gap.
17-12. Got shouts from the peanut gallery here.
Yeah, Coach Nelson checking in on both of us tonight. He likes the instant replay. I didn't know they had that, but
Oh, yeah.
pretty cool. Everybody's high tech. Except me, probably. That's why I have to call you. Up top, the Cadets with possession to begin the fourth quarter. Columbia City by 5. Speckard out top, hands to Washington. Washington is heated up. He's got the ball, shakes and bakes, wheels and deals, fires. Oh, and he banks it in. The bank is open.
I mean, that was good defense, too, by Rhett.
Holy smokes, he altered the shot a little bit, but off the glass. 46-43. Rhett Wilson up top. Wide right, Andrew Hedrick to the bucket.
3-1.
No, but a Concordia foul on Washington.
Come on, Andrew, finish that. Oh, I thought they were going to get Washington there.
Tapp second.
We're in the bonus now,
Yep.
too.
Team 7th, so Concordia in the penalty. But this will be a 2-shot violation. Andrew Hedrick back to the charity stripe for Columbia City. Oh, back iron, no good. Andrew hit 2 of 2 last trip to get off the Schneid. Andrew with one more. That one rolls in. 47-43 Eagles. 40 seconds go on fourth quarter, and here come the Cadets. Washington slowly to the midcourt stripe. Washington up top, and here comes Tapp out top. Left side Speckard outside the arc. Back up to Tapp. Here's Cook to Washington. Washington looks for a man down low, and they throw it away. That's the second time Speckard and Cook have
I know.
6 turnovers for Concordia.
Washington's just, he's waiting for him to come out a little further, and he just never does. He's reposting.
So turnover Cadets, 1:05 gone fourth quarter. Alex Hedrick back to the front court for Columbia City. Seth Mills takes over, shoves it off to Baker, high left. Down the wing now, Alex Hedrick. Alex dribbles across the key. Up top, Andrew Hedrick. Let me see what their original starters in. Rhett Wilson.
We haven't subbed anybody this
Nope.
half. Oh.
Down low, here's Mills. Fade away on the baseline. A little strong. He was open, just a little strong.
Yeah. Really could have used that one.
And comes Washington back. Almost lost the handle. And a loose ball. Columbia City gets it.
Good
Oh, nice
hustle.
job by Mills.
Good hustle.
He gets the home crowd fired up.
Hit it.
Mills for
Mills.
3. Oh, off the mark. A little strong rebound out of there to Termolen.
Get back.
Speckard throws it off Washington. Washington out left corner. Speckard fakes the 3, drives the elbow, fires in. No good.
Nice.
Miss for Speckard.
Yeah. He's hit a lot more contested shots than that.
Timeout, Coach Schaus and the Eagles.
Oh, Mills, I thought he had it.
5:54 to go. A Columbia City timeout.
It's a full timeout.
Full timeout for the Eagles. Your timeout underwriter, Myers Hockenmeyer McNagny, LLP, located across from the post office, downtown Columbia City. Telephone number 248-2224 and on the web at whitleylaw.com. On their underwriters, ProFed Credit Union, Morse's Builders Mart, Sweetenheimer Trash Removal and Roll-Off Services, TNT Floral Shop, Main Bowl, ProFed Credit Union, Bart's Car Store. So, thank them all. So Tuesday night, we're going to be with you at kind of a time to be determined. You're just going to have to keep track because we aren't going to know specifically when the Huntington North Homestead game will end in the sectional. Of course, we get the nightcap with the Fort Wayne Southside Archers. We haven't played them, I don't believe, since the 2004 state final at Conseco. That's probably the last time we played Southside. We beat them at Marion by 15. Had a rather Andrew Hedrick up top. Andrew into the paint, kicks it off. A Rhett Wilson three. He sidesteps that, throws it back to Andrew. He'll go right down central, layup and score.
Oh, boy, Andrew.
Andrew Hedrick.
Nice little two-man game again.
49-43, Columbia City. 5:20 to go. Cook out of the left corner, shoves it up to Speckard. Now here's Washington. Baker on him, and Washington gets by, puts it up, scores. Yes, he continues to load it up.
I think that got blocked, too, and then he readjusted.
21 now for Washington.
Doesn't it seem like he's got more than that?
It does. It's so effortless, too. Alex Hedrick to the left elbow, dumps it for Baker in the corner. He'll load up a long one. Short. Oh. He had a man in his face. Concordia rebounds, a 4-point Columbia City lead with 4:48 to go in the ball game. Washington off to Speckard. He loads up a tray. That's going to be Wyden off the mark. Rebound, Alex Hedrick.
Good rebound.
Andrew Hedrick to the front court for the Eagles. Shakes and bakes. Throws it over to Rhett Wilson. Wilson to the blocks. Flips back to Andrew Hedrick. Cook on him. Rhett Wilson, high right. Makes the move. Rhett gets blocked and knocked down. Cole Hayworth the block out of bounds. Rare move for Wilson to the bucket.
Yeah, that was nice. Split him. Rhett's just got to get into him and get a little contact there.
Ball to bounce to the Eagles. Rhett Wilson has it. 4:20 to go. Alex Hedrick off for Andrew Hedrick. Andrew into the paint. Bump. Throws it up top to Alex Hedrick. And now Andrew has it again. High right. Columbia City by 4 points. Wilson loose on the baseline. Ran out of real estate, but throws it to Baker. He missed it. Loose ball, Washington.
Get back. Get back.
He had to alter a shot with traffic in the way. Washington with the dribble. Under 4 to go. And look out. Washington the bucket. A late foul coming on Baker. Baker pleads his case to no avail.
Yeah, he was just in the wrong place first. It was on the pass. That was not a shot. Yeah.
So a break there for the Eagles. Andrew Hedrick maybe with a cramp.
Yeah, I think he's all right. Shake it off, Andrew.
So ball out of bounds to the Cadets. They throw it underneath. Knocked out nicely by Andrew Hedrick. They'll reset with 3:55 to go. And a 4-point Columbia City lead. Washington to throw it in for the Cadets. Lobs it all the way up top. Picked up by Termolen. Now to Cook. Cook across the key. Backed off the play. Cook hands to Washington. He lost it momentarily, but got it back nicely.
Cook about threw it to the other side of the court.
Yep. And here's Speckard. Speckard, hop, skip, and a jump. Wide open. Termolen on the back door. He scores. Termolen's first two of the night. And it's 49-47 with 3.5 to go.
Well, we've only got 3 points this quarter, too.
Well, we're on the schneid here, second half. Alex Hedrick shoves it to Wilson, left side. Cook knocks Andrew Hedrick off the play down low. Wilson up top. Wilson still with the dribble. Mills into traffic. Puts it up. Score! Mills with a cut and slash to the basket. Scores. 51-47, 3 minutes to go. Columbia City by 4. This has been a dandy. Timeout.
That's all right. Yeah, he thought he was calling a timeout, but he wasn't.
Inadvertent whistle, so they'll throw it in. Washington shoves it in. That's knocked away by Baker. Safe. Oh, yeah. That ended up causing a turnover. Coach Brackman not happy. Now Alex Hedrick, high left. Andrew Hedrick.
I mean, you can say that all he wants, but his team's got to be able to throw the ball.
Yeah, they just nonchalantly threw it in. And Baker got the knock away, and here's Seth Mills in the corner. Elects not to take the shot, slides back up top, throws to Alex Hedrick. Over to Rhett Wilson, down low, here's Mills. Oh, he was wide open temporarily, but Washington closed on him. Quickly. Mills out of the left corner. Yeah, quickly is right. 51-47, Columbia City, 2:20 to go in the ball game. Baker lost the corner. Cook, and he scores.
Yep, that's
51-50. Timeout Columbia City is Cook. His first, he may have taken a shot earlier, but that's his first make.
Yep.
So 51-50 Concordia with 2:06 to go. Wow.
Bad time to get that first turnover in the fourth there. Again,
so
we've only got 5 points this quarter, too.
Yeah, and we struggled to get to 12.
What was it, 40? It was 46-41, right?
Yes.
So they've got 9 to our 5.
JV fell 50-46 earlier tonight. C team lost in the auxiliary gym to Concordia by 12. It's been a good one. Columbia City led by as many. I think we had a 12-point lead at one point. Yep, 34-24. Well, actually, that was at the intermission.
34-24. We're up 10.
Oh, 10, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think it only has been 10, hasn't it? I don't think we ever got to 12.
I didn't write a line score down, but.
Fan appreciation night after the game. Players be signing posters. If you want to hang around and get a poster signed.
Fan appreciation night. The home finale. So Columbia City basketball, Concordia going to put some full court pressure on, although they let Mills get it unimpeded. Baker to Andrew Hedrick. And here's Baker off to Mills, back to Baker, back to Hedrick. Hedrick into the front court, pass to Rhett Wilson. Wilson lost the handle, he's on the hot seat. Look out, timeout Columbia City. 1:53 to go. 30-second timeout to save the possession.
Yep.
So a critical possession coming up for the Eagles. And been a loud crowd in here tonight.
Yeah, I'm impressed by how many people that Concordia brought tonight,
yeah,
honestly.
They traveled well. That'll be a good gate for us.
Well, see if we can close this game out here.
Yep.
It's a nice sectional feel.
Yeah, it does. Been competitive all the way, and really not many fouls to call, really.
No. Concordia got a little foul happy there.
Yeah, they
in the
did.
Third quarter, but that's really been it.
Ball out of bounds at the corner. They get it into Andrew Hedrick. Minute 50 to go. Andrew Hedrick. Columbia City by a point. Andrew works to the right side high, shoves it off to Baker, high left.
Just got to take care of the ball and make them foul you here.
Baker, high right, shoves it off to Andrew Hedrick. 1:35 to go. Cook pesters him. Andrew Hedrick with the dribble. Andrew Hedrick into the right corner, gets it back up to Rhett Wilson. Back off to Andrew Hedrick, 1:25. Now Mills out of the corner with it, up to Rhett Wilson. Wilson, right corner. To Andrew Hedrick. Andrew puts it on the floor, over to Baker. 1:10 to go. And takes a man out. Here's Andrew Hedrick off Andrew, and down in the corner. Was it down to Wilson? Gets it out to Alex Hedrick. Now to Baker, under a minute.
Gonna have to foul here soon.
Oh, it knocked into the backcourt, but saved by Rhett Wilson. Wilson gets hip check, no further play. He'll shoot 1 and 1.
Is that Mullen?
Second on Termolen.
What type of name do you think that is?
What?
Termolen.
What?
Termolen. What type of name do you think that is?
I don't know. That's first. It's not hyphenated, but it's
I've
double.
I've never seen it.
So Wilson got it.
Boy, Rhett.
1 and 1, and he has the first. He'll get the bonus. 52-50 with 50 seconds. Big one here. Oh, boy, that rimmed in. Wow.
What is happening down here on this rim?
And here comes Concordia, Columbia City 53-50, and Phil Brackeman's going to call a timeout with 46.1 to go.
Yep, just got to play solid defense. You got to block out.
Yep.
Secure the rebound. Go make your free throws.
So, photo finish, perhaps. And so our starters have gone the whole way here.
Yep.
Second half.
Yep, they sure have.
So cheerleaders doing their thing out there. Student section decent tonight.
Yeah, pretty good.
They've gotten a little rowdy, which is a good thing. Last home game for the 21-22 campaign.
Yeah, they got yelled at by the ref. You know?
Hey, they're doing their job.
If you're not getting yelled at 2 or 3, 5 times, you know, or, you know, someone getting kicked out, I mean, what are you doing, right?
Like when you ran the student section.
Oh, I don't know
several years
about
ago.
that.
Well, I thought you were the big...
I never got... No, we had, like, Jamie McClurg and Bowser and Cody Davis and Logan Plew was the Eagle. we had some guys.
Those 3 guys you mentioned
They always
raised some cane.
Oh yeah. We had everybody.
Here come the Cadets.
Any and everybody.
Washington with it.
Get up.
Shoves it off. Here's Speckard with it. He can drain the 3.
Good.
35 seconds chased by Wilson. Now Washington's got it.
It's going up.
And a 3.
Boy.
Score! Washington!
Boy. I mean, that was with Andrew and Mason.
Yep.
Yep, let's go. You got it.
22 seconds. Here's Andrew Hedrick.
You got it.
Across the timeline. Watched closely by Cook. 14 seconds. 53-53.
Ooh.
Andrew Hedrick with 7. Fade away off the mark. Rebound Concordia. Washington with a long one. Look out. Off the backboard. We go to overtime. What a ball game this has been. So we go to the extra session. 4 minutes on the clock. Wow.
I'd like to see Andrew go in there, try to get a foul.
They had the fadeaway. They might have swallowed their whistles, though. With
Maybe.
with the buzzer about to go. So we go to overtime. Sean Bledsoe with stats. 21 for Johnny Washington, as he's absolutely there. 24. Check that. 3 for Avery Cook. 9 for Cole Hayworth. Speckard with 11. 2 for Termolin. 1 for Tapp. 3 for Grant Hayworth. They have 8 turnovers due to the Cadets. 3 bench points. And Sean working on Columbia City stats. Thank you. No points off the Eagle bench tonight. 5 Columbia City turnovers. Let's see, 18 for Mason Baker, 10 for Seth Mills, 21 for Andrew Hedrick, Alex Hedrick with 2. And that's where the scoring ends there for the Eagles. Short bench tonight. So we'll jump it up to begin overtime. Andrew Hedrick will jump.
Yeah, Andrew can't surprise him this time.
Nope.
We'll see what happens.
We switch, or no, we don't switch ends in overtime.
I didn't think so.
Hockey we would, but.
Yeah.
So it will be Cole Hayworth to jump center against Andrew Hedrick to get the extra session underway. And here's the whistle. Ball in the air, tap controlled by Andrew Hedrick. Holy smokes, can he jump?
It just doesn't.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that guy's jumping against 6'5".
Yeah. Ooh, he almost drug the pivot foot. Look out here. Gets it off to Rhett Wilson. High left, Wilson for Columbia City. Screen set by Andrew Hedrick. Wilson flips it off to Mills. Mills flips it back to Rhett Wilson. Right corner, dumps it down low. Here's Andrew Hedrick, double team. No, they shake off of him. He goes to the bucket. Oh, it missed it. Did everything but put it in.
Yeah.
So here come the Cadets. Washington. He holds up top. 3:20 for the extra session.
That was a travel.
Yeah, it
Holy
was.
Cow.
Washington. No, 3-point goal. Short. Rebound, Andrew Hedrick. He gets knocked down.
Yep. 20, I think.
Speckard might have tripped him a little.
I think it was unfortunate.
He didn't mean to.
No, he was running after. Was that on him?
4 fouls.
Who was that on?
Hits the free throw.
Wow.
Columbia City goes up by a point here in the extra session. Andrew Hedrick, another one. It's 19 fouls in Concordia. One more and we'll shoot double bonus. Andrew got that one.
Andrew doesn't need double bonus now.
Nope. So Columbia City 55, Concordia 53. 3:05 to go in the overtime. Here's Cook wide right. Cook dribbling around the right side high. Chased by Andrew Hedrick. Hands to Washington. Washington. He led.
The only thing is he got the shoulder and then his arm came out.
So a big player control foul on Johnny Washington, gives it back to Columbia City.
Yep.
No foul or shots on the player control foul, obviously.
Yep.
And here we come into the front court with 2:45 and left in the overtime. Columbia City 55, Concordia 53. Wilson up top, best pestered by Termolen. Alex Hedrick has it. Alex has a dribble and he goes all the way to the bucket. Look out, gets blocked.
Man.
It's knocked down, we go the other way. And into the front court, Washington spins. And wild shot, no good, loose ball.
Yep, on the rebound there, Mason, I think.
Columbia City foul.
Again, that's oh.
Alex Hedrick.
I mean, again, that was gonna be a layup, so it's not a terrible foul to take right there, whether they thought it was a foul or not.
So Washington to throw it in down here to our right. 2:26 to go in the overtime. 55-53 Columbia City. Washington out of the corner, shoves it up. Speckard back to Washington high right. Both those two can shoot the Baker. Washington high right. Washington high right at the key. Shakes and bakes, 2 minutes to go in the overtime. Here's Cook, Columbia City by 2. Cook flips it off to Termolen. Termolen, Speckard drifting around the paint up top Washington. Mills almost got a hand on it. Lost the handle. Picked up Andrew Hedrick. Andrew all the way in, layup, no good, and there's gonna be.
I think he was nervous. He was gonna.
Yep. Fourth on Washington.
They gave him a technical.
I don't think you're allowed to. Well, he could. He was trying to not fall.
It really looked like he was trying to not jump on top of. I don't like that call at all. I don't like that at all.
So Andrew got the field goal on a goaltend, right?
Yes, Andrew gets the field goal.
So 57-53 Eagles.
I don't like that call. That was one of those where he was coming up and he was trying to block the shot, and then he was up there, and then he didn't want to fall on Andrew.
Yeah.
So then he was coming so far, so fast that he had to hold on. Otherwise, he's going to land up on his back. I don't know. I don't like that.
So technical free throws. Andrew Hedrick scores.
I don't like it.
That is kind of. So that's 58-53 Columbia City. Andrew Hedrick can put Columbia City up 6 points, and we get the ball back.
Yep. I mean, and if you watch that back, I mean, he was up there. He was up there. Oh, did he get fouled too? Oh, no. He's just saying one more in the ball. I think he was asking if there was a foul as well. Oh boy, Andrew.
Andrew Hedrick makes it a 6-point Columbia City lead, 59-53.
So that would be Washington's fourth, right?
Yes. And that's at the 1:45 mark to go in overtime. Columbia City basketball into Andrew Hedrick in the backcourt. Washington almost got it away from him. Alex Hedrick back to Andrew.
Oh, they fouled Alex. 20.
Speckard to foul.
His first.
His first. Teams, well, we're over 10.
Yep. Well, yeah.
So Alex Hedrick will shoot 2 for the Eagles.
That's right. When you get a technical in high school, it's a common foul as well, right?
Yep. Alex Hedrick drains it. 60-53, and all of a sudden, Columbia City up 7 with a minute 40 to go. But this Concordia team
That's not enough.
has a lot of firepower. That one good by Alex. So what was that, a 6-point trip?
Something like, yeah, it was.
Yeah. So Concordia back, and then at 35 for the extra session, Speckhard out of the corner trying to find Washington. He's chased by Wilson. Washington pulls up 3, short, rebound Andrew Hedrick.
Look up.
And Mills wide open, high pass. Stolen by Cook. But that wasted some time. Cook into the corner, look out, Termolin a 3.
Got it.
Score!
Yeah, see, gosh dang it.
Termolin. Concordia's first points of the overtime.
Gosh dang it.
Kind of a busted play, but it worked out. Tap comes in, probably the
Foul. Yeah,
foul.
they took Cook out.
So we got a 61-56 contest. Concordia timeout. 1:13 to go in the extra frame. So still a 5-point Columbia City lead, but got to take care of the basketball and hit some free throws. So, onto the floor.
Again, you just got to continue to make your free throws, continue to rebound.
Baker will inbound it for Columbia City. They put pressure on, of course.
Also, do not turn the ball over.
And they get it into Andrew Hedrick, off for Mills. Mills right side, back to Andrew. Andrew middle of the court, throws to Baker, back to Andrew. And across the timeline, Baker almost had a pick, but Washington, they try to get Andrew Hedrick. Timeout, Columbia City. 56.8, so we stalled a little time off of it. They had him triple teamed there in the corner.
They did.
He'd have had to throw a rainbow pass up to do anything with that.
It's a full timeout.
So full timeout. So we hit the regular season finale. Hard to believe.
Yeah. Already.
No real cancellations this year with COVID or anything as opposed to last year. You didn't know when you could have your next game with what was going on, but this year unimpeded as far as that goes.
Other teams did.
Yeah, they did.
Like the JV teams, there were a couple just varsity contests. I think those were just girls though. weren't they? But still.
So 56.8. Baker to throw it in as we set up in a box. Tough place to throw it in. Baker gets it into Andrew Hedrick. Almost picked by Washington. They get it off to Baker. Kick. I don't know if he had a dribble or not. Did he have a dribble?
I think he did.
So nice defense there by Cole Hayworth. They get it into Wilson in the corner, 49 seconds. Wilson, call kind of a ticky-tack foul on Concordia.
He kind of like, that was.
Third on Termolin.
2 shots.
You know, Rhett could have spun right there and got to the, just dribbled around, I guess. But
So Rhett Wilson with 2 free throws for the Eagles. Got the roll.
Goodness. What is happening tonight with this rim?
I don't know.
I feel like any other game this year, all of these free throws and these shots are just gone out of the rim.
These new ones have been a little testy, unlike the ones at 600 North Whitley. Wilson 2 of 2 at the charity stripe, makes it 63-56. Here comes Washington, 45 seconds. Rhett Wilson picks him up at midcourt.
Rhett.
I can't believe Washington didn't shoot that. Washington shoves him off the play. And 3, Termolin, short, and foul on Mills underneath.
It's all right.
Ball out of bounds. Foul to give. 2 on Mills.
Still got 1 more to give.
So 34 seconds and a 7-point lead, and you force them to take it out underneath.
Yep.
And Washington throws it up. Termolin Back to Washington. Washington spins, fade away, scores.
Oh, boy.
Nice move, Washington.
Oh, boy.
Johnny Washington. Timeout.
So that gives them 2 more. And a 63-58 contest with 27 seconds.
He's got 26.
Jeez.
He had 8 points at half.
Yeah, he's absolutely gone off here in the second half and overtime. And so 5-point Columbia City lead. And we'll hope maybe we can get the seniors on real quick afterwards, although they have fan appreciation night. We forgot that. I forgot that on senior night.
I was talking to Adele. It sounds like they're going to get over here, so.
So we'll have a word with, how many we got tonight? 3? Yes.
Yes.
Spellman out of the lineup. So we've got 3 tonight. And let's see, our junior class would be the last one that played in the old building.
Yeah. Yeah, Andrew's freshman year, right?
Yeah. There's plenty of history there in 62 years. We get it into Alex Hedrick, back to Baker. Baker gets fouled by Washington, no further play with 25 seconds. 2 on Speckard.
Oh. I thought they were giving that to Washington, too.
Give it to Speckard. So Baker, with 25 seconds, a chance to put some icing on the cake, and he does. Cook back in for tap.
Yep.
And
Attaboy.
Baker, 7-point lead. And here comes Washington.
I mean, I'm almost taking a foul here at some point, you know?
Yeah. Here's Speckard. He can't get the shot off. Nice D by Columbia City. Washington,
my.
a step back. Well off the mark. Loose ball, Andrew or Alex Hedrick.
Oh, he's not. It's not dirty. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down.
4 on Washington. 5. That's
5.
it. He fouls out.
He plays hard, man.
He does.
He's
smooth.
yeah. Yeah. Very.
Tap returns. So 11.5. Alex Hedrick can really seal the deal here. Back iron no good. Alex will have another one.
Shooting free throws like his brother there for a second.
Debris on the floor. They pick that up. Don't know where that came from, but.
Oh, was it?
I don't know. Something.
There you go.
Man, Alex rattles that one home. 10 seconds. Tap throws it off. Cole Hayward 3 is short. Rebound, Rhett Wilson. Knocked away by Cook. Cook gets it back. Bumps to Mills off the play. Short arms it. And that's it. Mills the rebound. You can call out the guards. You can turn out the lights. This one belongs to the Maroon and Gold.
I mean, just a grit out game. Great job. We didn't play a good second half and got to overtime and handled business. What did Andrew have? 27? Jeez.
Yep. And teams exchange pleasantries. A 66-58 victory for Columbia City in overtime over the Cadets. Columbia City will win 17-5 on the year.
Unreal.
Yes. Statistics. 3 for Avery Cook. For Concordia, 26 for Johnny Washington. And 9 for Cole Hayworth, 11 for David Speckard. Alan Termolen with 5, 1 for Joe Tapp, 3 for Grant Hayworth. They turned the ball over 9 times, did the Cadets. 6 bench points from the Cadets. And that's their tale of the tape, so to speak. Sean's working on Columbia City. And Columbia City with a surge late to finish it off. We were tied 53-53 at overtime. So we outscored them what? 12?
13 to 5.
13-5 in the extra frame. Thank you. And we'll get a quick snapshot of that. And Columbia City turned the ball over 7 times. We were 22 of 27 from the free throw line. 20 points tonight out of Mason Baker. In his home finale, Seth Mills with 10, Andrew Hedrick 27, 4 for Rhett Wilson, Alex Hedrick with 5. No bench points for Columbia City tonight. We actually only had 2 brief substitutions. And not a very deep bench tonight. There's Coach Weegold. Looking forward to a good softball season. Okay. So, spring sports looming. Golf coming. The young man to my right to be a big part of that. So, hard to believe we're at the end of basketball season already.
When does the first match for you?
April 13th, I believe. That's Sycamore.
Ooh.
Not Sycamore Hills, Sycamore.
Like down in
Manchester, over to on the way to Manchester. Still in Whitley County, but to get up against Whitco and Cherubusco.
I want the longest drive in golf outing there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, you're an animal.
I don't know about that.
I'm sure that the weather will be just pristine.
Yeah.
It always is in spring sports,
Especially for golf.
Yeah, it's
Nice and mushy and.
Oh yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm sure. Maybe this is our year to have a warm up, so we'll see. But it'll be interesting as usual.
Yep.
As the crowd mills about. Columbia City fans go home happy. Concordia traveled well tonight.
Mason Baker.
Oh, here he comes, right off the hop. Mason's coming. See what he has to say tonight. We'll get tangled up. Oh, nice pins. You're the man. Nice set of pins. All right. All right, well, Mason Baker, welcome to the broadcast. We forgot everybody on senior night, but we'll close out your last home game with a little conversation on the radio. Congratulations on a hard-fought, great win here tonight.
Thank you. It was tough, but we got it done.
Yeah, but going into the sectional, this had to be a good tune-up for the sectional.
Yeah,
Concordia,
it was.
You know, similar to Southside a little bit.
Yeah, they're a great team. You know, Washington, obviously, 26. You know, he's tough, but yeah, they're a great team. It was definitely a good game to finish off a regular season and get ready for the sectional. South's no joke either, so we just got to keep on playing like we've been playing and see what happens.
You had some defensive assignment on Washington from time to time. He's a load to handle.
Yeah, he's going to be good in the next couple of years. He's only a sophomore, so he's been – I know he had a 40-point game, and he's made some tough game winners, so he's gonna be tough by the time he's a senior.
Well, your home finale tonight, you were still playing in the old barn. How I know there's no comparison facility-wise, but you got to play in the old building. You got to play 2 great seasons. We had fans this year in this building, but thoughts on that?
Definitely missed the old gym. You know, that was home. Getting to play there those 2 years was definitely special with all the legacy and everything. That guys before me left, you know, obviously Coach Wool, I grew up watching him and his team. So then Drew Benedict's where I learned to love the number 3 and learned to love the game of basketball. So getting to play there and then obviously coming here, getting to break this gym in. Last year we started off with a win and we ended it this year with a win. So I couldn't be more happy to get to play here either.
And the fan support typically in our town is really good. Fans really come out and support Columbia City basketball and support you guys.
Yeah, they do. They showed out again tonight. You win, they'll come. You know, they travel well. I couldn't be more thankful to be part of this community and play for this team.
Yeah, so, well, any thoughts on Tuesday evening? Obviously, we know the opponent. We know what they're like. We actually haven't played Southside since the 2004 regional, but what do you think of that?
They're definitely a good team, you know. Ashton Johnson, he's great. He's got great body control. They just like to get out and run, so we're going to have to get back on defense, make sure we match up, get in transition, rebound, and keep playing like we've been playing. We'll see what happens come Tuesday.
Maybe a little patience.
Hey, maybe. We got a little rush tonight, but maybe we have to slow down a little bit next week and take our time, get what we want.
Yeah, you guys finished this off in fine fashion. Congratulations on the win, Mason. It's great to chat with you, and good luck the rest of the way, and go to Fan Appreciation Night.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Mason Baker, number 3. So I have these guys sign autographs while we're here. Well, heavens, yes. Columbia City basketball lore, they just keep adding to it. Well, Alex Hedrick, welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We forgot you guys on senior. I forgot you guys on senior night, but we get you on the home finale here. And congratulations on a big win here. That was hard fought.
Yeah, it was. That's a good team. Like, they're really good. Johnny Washington, he can do just about anything you want. You saw that technical he got. I mean, his head was at the rim. He obviously knocked down some threes. So
I was thinking he was trying not to fall on whoever.
That's
was
what he said.
basket.
We were kind of talking to him at midcourt, and he said he just was trying not to get hurt before sectionals. He's like, I understand the tee, but it was whatever.
Yeah. So, you got to play in. Actually, you played in the old gym.
Yeah, I did.
Your freshman season, and you got to play in this gym. Finish this off in fine fashion. How was it to get to play, break in a new one, and get to play in the old barn?
The old gym had something about it. Just some kind of feel. It was a shooter's gym. You come here, you got some tight rims. It's hard to shoot. But this place is awesome. I mean, it's one of the best in the area, and everyone I've talked to has said the same thing. So,
and
very
the fan
fortunate.
support.
Yeah, very fortunate to get to play here.
And the fan support is just overwhelming.
It is.
A great crowd here on the final night.
Yep.
And you can't ask for better fan support. Well, we've got a sectional to go, and we've had a great season, 17 wins, and I don't think many pundits
17 big ones.
Yeah, and I think, somebody said we were picked to be 7th in the area in the conference.
Yeah.
But you guys woke some people up and played some great basketball this year.
Bounce had us at 7th in the conference, and now we're 7th in the area. They had us ranked 7th in the area now. So
that's great. Well, what do you think about Tuesday night? We know our opponent is Southside. We haven't played them for many years.
Oh, yeah, a long time.
But what do you think of that? It's going to be a great opportunity. And,
we went and watched them yesterday. They played New Haven, and they like to get out and run. They got a couple really good players, and we're gonna have to bring our defensive effort on Tuesday.
Hey, who won that? I didn't. They played last night. So, anything else to add?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well,
I'm good.
Congratulations on your final game here. It's been a joy to watch you.
Thank you.
Glad you were back, and we'll look forward to big things coming up.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, Alex Hedrick, ladies and gentlemen, number 20. And here comes Seth Mills, our last senior of the night. Well, Seth, congratulations on the win, and welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
This was a hard-fought, gritty performance by you guys. You hold them off in overtime. You had some tough assignments to guard some good players out there.
Yeah, I think this game will prove very helpful for our first sectional matchup. I think they're pretty similar teams. Both Fort Wayne schools they have similar play style. A couple really good guards on the south side as well. So I think this helped us prepare for that game.
Yeah, you can't be deceived by their records, Concordia or Southside. They're right around 500, but there's a lot more there than that record shows.
Yeah, they both play really good teams and really good teams themselves.
So you got to play in the old building. We're starting to run out of people that played in the old building here coming up next year, but you got to play in the old barn. You got to play in this fabulous new facility. Broke this one in. Your thoughts on playing in both those gyms?
I mean, the old gym, you grew up watching the older guys playing that all through elementary school, middle school, so obviously has some nostalgia to it.
Yes.
Loved playing in it when I had the chance, but obviously we have a great new facility here, so I enjoy playing in both.
And you broke this one in fine fashion. A 17-win season.
Yep.
Not many expected much out of us in the media, and you guys, came up big, won some key ball games, and really performed well.
Yeah. I think we showed a lot of grit this whole season. I mean, we didn't really blow out many teams. We always like to make it exciting there at the end of the game. So, and we pulled out most of them, so can't be upset about that.
Well, hey, you got a sectional to go now and hopefully a long run in it to get Southside Tuesday evening. I know you kind of mentioned it a little bit, but what do you think about playing the Archers and the potential, to have a good night?
I mean, this is going to be my first time playing them in high school, so I don't quite know, who their guys are, how they play, but Coach's going to have us watching film. He's going to draw up a good scout like he does every game so far, so excited for the opportunity.
And we've got 3 days to prepare. Well, not Sunday necessarily, but you got a couple days to prepare, and actually we haven't played Southside since the 2004 regional final in Marion, so it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So, well, anything else to add?
Nope. Thank you, guys.
All right, well, congratulations on the win, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Seth Mills, ladies and gentlemen. He wears number 4 for the maroon and gold. Some key shots by Millsy tonight. And Coach Schaus coming to the broadcast now.
I already said all the good stuff.
They may have taken your zip, Coach. They may have taken your zip. Well, Coach Schaus, welcome to the broadcast. Another big win. Pulled it out late. Another gritty effort by your squad.
Yeah, and it's kind of been the story of our past months. Just finding ways to get it done. And as I've said with you guys since I've been here, just finding a way to make enough plays to score one more point than the other. And I think there were times, again, as a coach, you obviously, when you have a 10-point lead or whatever, you want to extend that and make it a little easier on yourself. But they made some tough shots. That sophomore is a good player.
Holy smokes.
Again, I told these guys, I'm just proud of this group and the way that we've played. Like this past stretch, I think we won 8 of our last 9, and it's just the belief that they have in each other. It's just fun to sit there and watch them and just watch them compete. I don't think there's a team that plays harder than we do, honestly, and I think that's why we, have 17 wins on the season, which I know, as we've said before, a lot of people didn't think that would be the case. But these guys believe in themselves, believe in each other, and do a great job.
On the surface, it looked like for a relaxing night for you. You didn't get too excited anyway.
Well, I'll tell you, like first half, I got a little lightheaded. So like at halftime, I had to get a Snickers. I don't know what it was. Maybe I didn't have enough sugar or whatever, but I felt better. But again, and really some of that is I'm just confident in our guys. Like, and yeah, but yeah, I was a little lightheaded. That's kind of why I wasn't getting up and getting after it as much as maybe normal. But
how good is this playing this Concordia team? Obviously, you've been through the circuit now twice. This is a pretty good end-of-season opponent preparation-wise for the sectional.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And I think I'd like the game a lot more if it was played maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. That way we could prepare maybe a little bit more for the sectional.
Yeah.
But again, it's a very similar team. It's an SAC school. If we play the next 2 games or possibly 3 games will be SAC school. So it's a good preparation for us. And tomorrow we get to go to Huntington and practice there and shoot on the softest rims in the world, which these guys alike. But it's just a good, I guess, tune-up, heading into next week.
We used to have the softest rims around at the old barn.
Yeah, not
not here.
Hardest rims, which I like. I like it.
Boy, some of those shots are unbelievable that come out of there. But, boy, the crowd support, again, really big tonight. It's appreciation night, and the home finale. It's great to see a loud crowd out here in Concordia Travel. Well, just a good atmosphere, kind of like a sectional.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it was good for we haven't had an overtime game. Not that I prefer overtime games, but I think it was good for our guys to experience that. And they hit a big shot, and we get a decent look out there at the fourth quarter as it was expiring. And but to respond and again find a way for that 4 minutes to get some stops and put together some buckets on this end.
I think we even got was that one trip that ended up to be 8 points for us, 6. With the kind of inadvertent technical with trying to brace himself or whatever, but that was a big turning point there in overtime.
Yeah, I like 6-point possessions a lot. I like them a lot.
And when's the last time that happened in your career?
Well, not many, but we about had one against us at Northridge. So,
oh yes.
But 6-point possessions are good, and again, even then, you get up to that, but Concordia had already fought back from a lead before, but again, we found ways to get stops and challenge 12 a little bit. We switched up how he defended him some, and Rhett kind of face guarded him, so got some stops and some boards.
You had several guys on Washington from time to time. Probably he's just a handful, and probably rotating guys.
Yeah. Mason started on him, but we switched a lot of stuff, and other guys are on him. And again, he's a special player. He's going to be around for 2 more years. But again, we made some plays, and he ended up with 26. That sounds about right.
And he had 8 at half.
Yeah. So, and again, at halftime, it's like a lot of times the best player, they're going to come out, especially down 10 or whatever they were at half. they're going to come out gunning and try to make plays. And I think Andrew had a big charge. That was an emphasis for us. Take one charge, I think it's going to change his mindset in terms of trying to get to the paint. And I think it did. And obviously that was a big play for us.
Yeah, and you got most of the guys go all the way tonight, kind of a short bench, and so a lot of 32-minute guys again, similar to last week.
Yeah, and they've been 32-minute guys for a lot of the year, and again, Clayton came in and stepped up. Cam Hogue, first, real varsity experience playing in a game that, in the second quarter, a lot of times maybe he'll come in at the end, but just finding ways, and again, kind of throwing, out of bounds under stuff. Kind of run some different ones in the JV, but kind of on the fly telling Cam what he's doing. And but he did a great job. He's physical, and we might see more of him next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And good, Rodney. I won't ask you about coaching in the old gym as I asked the players about playing in that old gym, because you had a couple practices
Just
there.
for a couple practices, yeah. Yeah. I'm a fan of the new gym. I know there's a lot. I like the old gym, John. I'm joking, but
so I don't need to really ask you much about that, but just a little joke there. But, best of luck Tuesday night, and we get the second game of the doubleheader. So I'm sure you guys will be preparing 2 out of the next 3 days.
Yep. Can on Sundays, or?
No, that's
No,
right.
you can't.
That's right.
I know.
All right. Well, Matt Schaus, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. And go celebrate this win. As what a deal tonight, 66-58 in the overtime. This is our second overtime game here, I think.
This year?
No, not.
We had one last year, didn't we?
We had one last year, I think. But we'll have to look that up. I know the girls had one. Yeah. We did have, I think we did have one. So, wow, what a night for the Eagles. And
17-5.
Ready to rock and roll. And we kind of, gave a couple away for, a little bit. So it really could have been really lights out. But definitely a heck of a season. But so that will about take us to Tuesday night as these winter sports start to wrap up. Well, everything's about wrapped up.
Yeah.
So boys swimming state's coming up, isn't it?
They finished third at regional, or at sectional. I don't think they moved on.
Did we get anybody?
I don't think we did.
Okay. I know it's always so hard to keep track of swimming because they're off site, but were you wanting to say something?
What?
Were you wanting to say something? Okay, and then is Hader back?
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Hey, WJHS listeners, this is Sean Bledsoe. Just want to say thank you for the support the past couple of years. Want to thank the fans for all the support. I want to thank Andrew Thompson right here for getting my start here on WJHS. But do you want me to go ahead and sign it off too? Do you want me to do that, or do you want to do that?
If you want to.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I just want to say thank you for all the support. I'll continue the sports talk show Wednesday morning is at 7 a.m. But I mean, I really appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. Appreciate everyone involved with the broadcast, Avery, Liberty, and everyone else, Jonathan, Courtney. But for the last time, I'm getting emotional over it, T-Bird. Well, for Andrew Thompson, Matt Curry, this is Sean Bledsoe saying so long from Columbia City High School, taking you once again final score in favor of the Maroon and Gold over the Concordia Cadets, 66-58. Good night, everyone.